Oof. Oh. Oof. But hey, thanks for trying. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Get out, stop driving, stop driving, stop driving. Stop driving. We're lives, by the way. Are you taking the piss? Oh, you fuck! Oh, you fuck! Jesus Christ!
Hello, hello, hello everyone, thank you very much for stopping by. We are here with Franchize TV and we have the awesome TwistyShape here. Thank you very much for coming on to the show today.
How's it going, man?
Quick introduction of who you are.
So my name is TwistyShape. I am Twitch's latest, the greatest, self-appointed hero. I'm a variety streamer, streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday from 7:30 p.m. weekday and 4 p.m. on the weekends onwards. Variety games, generally it's action, adventure games, PS4, PC, etc. Currently playing through Days Gone. Really excited for the new update for Sea of Thieves and getting hyped for Raid 2 when it comes out on the 15th of May.
Well, there you go. So we've got a lot of stuff to cover because there's a lot of information. You're obviously quite versed in very, very many games, and we obviously saw that in the video there. We saw one of the superhero landing. I actually don't even know what game it was. I just know it's a cool clip, and it made me laugh.
Oh, what with the horse?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shadow Colossus, man. That was. I swear that horse had been practicing that. He was just making me look a fool. No matter how hard I tried to control that guy, he just screwed me up every time.
But yeah, there was a couple of really good clips. Actually, there was loads of really good clips to choose from yourself. But I quite enjoyed it. There was a couple of recent ones there. So obviously, you setting a house on fire while playing. I actually can't remember that game, but you decided to take a wee break from everything and just play. What was the game you were playing again?
So it was my summer car. I was getting ready to go on vacation, and I only had a couple of days to play a game, so I didn't want to get engrossed in the story. So I picked up My Summer Car, which is a game where you play a Finnish teen in Finland, obviously, and you have to build a car from scratch. That means building the engine block and all the electronics and the clutch and the brake, etc. But it's also something of a survival game as well, as you guys saw from me setting my house on fire. All I did was I'd driven to town, get food and a new fan belt, and I'd left the sauna on. Everyone in my chat saw me leave it on, and we're just like, we're not going to say anything. I come back, and my entire house is on fire because we were on our way back, and literally, I think about 4 seconds to me pulling up at the house, someone was like, I wonder if you can set your house on fire. And I was like, nah, there's no way. That's too in depth. There's no way. And then just saw the smoke clouds, and I was like, oh,
he's fucking done it.
Yeah.
Because it actually looked like the controls were quite a bit complex as well. Because even just getting out of the car seemed quite difficult. Just panicking, just like stop.
It is like a simulation game.
Yeah.
It is like you have to like clutch and brake and change your gears and everything. It's an intense game to play, but it's so much fun. Then you get it on Steam, but it's made by like one guy as well, which is insane.
Pretty cool then. Yeah, it's quite interesting when people find these little like niche games like that, and you can then bring them to streams and obviously share. Like the person who actually created it will probably love it because you're obviously sharing it with way more people, and then you're also getting to try out this awesome game that not many people have actually streamed or tried themselves. So.
It had a fandom beyond what I would have thought for like for lack of a better term, a shitty looking game. It doesn't look great because it's made by a guy who does programming rather than graphics. I expected to play it and then have just like my regular show and everything like that. But people coming up being like, "Oh, we love this game. We always watch people play My Summer Car. I love watching people play this game." It's like, holy shit, people actually enjoy watching people fuck around with cars. What the shit?
To be fair, actually, I think there's somebody who literally streams their day job as a car mechanic. I think there's actually a streamer that does that, and they just literally just answer questions and just fix cars all day, which is quite interesting.
That wouldn't surprise me. Like, there's people who do all sorts with their stream. Like, there's that one girl I saw ages ago who She streams herself like sitting on cakes, which is a weird one. Apparently, it's a thing people are into. She'll just get like an eclair and like roll her face across it, and people are like into watching that. People are weird.
That is fucking weird. That's up, to be fair, that might be up there with like ASMR.
Yeah, it's definitely up there with ASMR. That I will never understand it. Never ever see.
I know, but if people enjoy it and people are being successful through it, then who are we to really judge? They're bringing entertainment to our specific group of people, so
they found their niche. That's what it's about.
But yeah, and then with the third one, and probably the third and last one, all kind of are together in the fact that you actually do quite a few charity streams from time to time.
3 so far.
Yeah, so what was the first one that you did? Because I think, in fact, actually, we'll talk about them. Might as well go from start to finish and describe how things have done, what you've learned from each of them, and how successful that you think they actually went.
So my first ever charity stream I did when I was like seriously small time. A friend of mine had told us in our Discord that her kitten was quite sick and she couldn't afford the vet's bills. And I was like, right, we'll raise some money for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I did 12 hours of Dark Souls 3 because I'd never finished a Dark Souls game. And whenever I look at charity games, I'm like, man, I want to play a game that, or I want to do something challenge. I don't want to do something where it's like, I'm just going to play what I normally play and just do it for 24 hours instead. I want to do it so it's an event rather than just me playing games for 24 hours. So I did Dark Souls 3 as my first one because obviously everyone knows the Dark Souls series and loves watching people rage out. And
yes, I've actually never played them, but I have seen people rage out of them.
Highly recommend them. They're really, really good. I have lost many a controller to Bloodborne. I raged out so hard with that game, I sold it the next day. I was like, all right, fuck this game.
I don't even want to tease me.
Yeah, it was. I did my 9, but anyway. So yeah, we did that, and it went really, really well. But I hadn't really learned much about streaming at that point, so I hadn't really done much advertisement. I hadn't really done much in the way of getting the cause out there and what was actually going to be happening. I didn't really have much in the way of giveaways or special events happening throughout the stream. So it kind of went with a bit of a fizzle rather than a bang. And we were very lucky that a Russian guy turned up with about 2 hours left to go and dropped £200 just like that right at the end of the stream. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Prior to that, I think I just barely managed to scrape around £80 to £90. And yeah, this guy just out of nowhere just goes, what's it for? And the girl who it was for was in the chat at the time, dropped her GoFundMe, which was showing obviously the pictures of the kit and everything. And he just straight up just dropped 200 and was like, there you go, all done.
Fuck's sake.
It was like, okay, fine.
That sounds pretty successful to me then. If you've managed to do like this event, raised awareness of it in some, like, not as well as you would these days, and someone's seen it, so
yeah, it was definitely a peculiar turn of events, but it worked out, so that's all right. My next one after that was my first big one, my 24-hour horror gaming marathon, which I did for Special Effects, which is a charity that makes big controllers and mechanics so that disabled persons can play, or disabled kids can play video games. So they make like.
Oh, I'll just hold you there for a second. I've got an alert going off that's going crazy, and it's just probably loud. Thank you very much, Joe, for that sub, buddy. Very much appreciated. Sorry, it was just I could just like hear it, and I couldn't really hear you, which was just a shame.
No worries. So yeah, so the first charity that I really worked with was Special Effects, and as I said, they make controllers and stuff for kids who have lack of mobility and stuff like that, so they can play it with their shoulders, or so they have big buttons so they can like probably hit them, or so they do like the little straws in the mouth so they can just blow on them to move the character and eye tracking, etc. And I actually got in touch with them this time and spoke to them, and we worked in tandem to build up a following for it, and got the advertisement material out there. Got in touch with loads of game devs, and I've still got prizes down by something that were never given away that they sent me, and I got from different people as well, such as Numbskull clothing, etc. And like I pulled out all the stops, and I was literally just emailing everybody every day. I was just firing off different emails to people, and it really turned out really, really well. I hit 100 viewers for the first time ever in my stream.
That's pretty fucking impressive.
And we raised it blew my mind. The amount of people that came out was insane, and we raised over £1,000. I think it was like 1,200. And if I beat 1,000, I had to shave my beard, which I did. Although I was very, very marred out. I was so tired. And then I was
Wait,
like,
did you do it on the same?
Yeah, I did it. I finished the stream because everyone was like, I should do it at your desk. And I was like, I'm not shaving my beard at my desk because my mouse and keyboard will never be usable again. So I literally crashed out. As soon as the stream ended, I stayed up for about an hour, crashed out, and then woke up and literally just straight off like a band-aid. And then walked through to my girlfriend who sat in the front room. She was like, what the fuck have you done? I was like, you just got rid of it. I was like, well, I've got to do it now. Like that was the bet. That was what the £1,000 was for. She was like, yeah, what have you done?
Actually, I think we can actually bring that up. So if we go to your YouTube channel, go to TwistyShape, because it's obviously part of your highlight reel.
Yes.
Bring this up. Let's chuck this up. Let's work. Yeah, Twisty's greatest hits. I remember seeing this and I was pissing myself at it. It just looks funny. It just looks wrong. You know how the people whenever someone says, it's like when you see those like memes and it's them like a photo and it's like this big grizzly man and he shaves the beard, he looks like a child afterwards.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. Literally, like I gain about 20 years when I shave all this off. I look about 10.
Here we go. I think here it is. Oh, I think I just passed it. There it is. Yeah, I'm going to drop a link to this. This is the link to his highlight reel. So if anyone ever wants to actually check out it, worth it. Oh, no. Thank you very much for that follow. I actually don't know what that name was because I've got everything covering it.
I believe it was Jovar of Celestia.
Yeah, it was. Thank you very much, buddy. All right, where is this? There we go. Here's a link to that video. So in your whenever you get a chance afterwards, go watch it. You'll get to see all these amazing clips from TwistyShape. It's definitely worth watching. There's some good funny clips in it. He's done some really good actually editing for it. There's like sounds and stuff. So pretty cool.
Yeah, I really wanted to stretch my legs with some of my clips, so I went all overboard with that one and like edited it as much as possible just to see if I get the most out of it.
I fucked up. There we go. There's too many things that it's just so. It's fine. We're back. I had left the the promo video on, so that when I jump back to the scene, it still comes on. I just keep forgetting. Those sounds will not work during this stream. A lot of my commands and stuff I turn off for Franchise TV because it would just be a bit of a nightmare. Especially Franchize, because I'm just a dick when that happens. It just gives me an excuse to be a dick.
Why do you need an excuse to be a dick?
No, but like the chat chooses you to do it. So do you know? Have you ever seen those restaurants there's videos and they literally people go in and like the waiters and stuff are just assholes doing it. It's like, essentially that was like my concept for it. So
I like it.
But I'm hoping
I can get behind that.
Yeah. So you've obviously done special effects, and that was your second one.
Yep, and then we did, we raised money for one of our community members who suffers from MS. She had her funding cut by the government, so it means that she was generally going to have a £0 Christmas, maybe even be kicked out of her home because of it. So I did a Christmas charity event to give her a happy Christmas. For every £100 we raised, I dressed more and more in a Santa Claus outfit to the point where at 500 I dyed my beard white and had rocking the full Santa look. I think there's another clip of that within that clip reel as well.
Quite possibly. I think I have seen it. It does look pretty good. You do have the beard and look for it, so.
It's not bad for a 20 quid costume from Amazon. That's where I get all of them from, like dirt cheap.
I don't imagine going around as a badass Santa with the lip piercing.
I think I could probably rock it, maybe. I probably need some better beard dye. I still have the silver beard dye, and I'm always like, man, should I put it in my hair and see what happens? No, don't do that.
You should. Next charity stream. But you said you've done 3. You've only mentioned 3. You forgot your other one that you did recently with.
So I normally don't talk about the first one I ever did because it was kind of a bit of a cluster. But yeah, the
Santa or Gandalf.
Santa or Gandalf. Well, I'm actually slowly going graying my beard, so I reckon I can pull off a good Gandalf in my later years. But yeah, in my fourth one, I did my Spyro one for Papyrus UK, which is like a suicide charity, a charity for prevention and awareness and suicide in young persons. Which I did quite recently, last month, and again for when we raised £500, I donned a Spyro onesie. And for every hour, for every 100 after that, we went for an extra hour. We managed to raise 635 for that.
Yeah. So
all
yeah,
in all, pretty good. About £2,000 in total. Well, over £2,000 in total I've raised so far.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, especially, it's quite good to use your platform for something positive in these regards.
100%. 100%.
What are some of like the bigger lessons you've probably learned while you've been doing these events that you've taken on to next time, especially like maybe after this last event? What are some things that you maybe would have done differently in your next charity stream?
So pick your charity, Kev. There's a lot of charities out there. I contacted for this latest one. I contacted Help for Heroes. I contacted Mindful, and I contacted 2 others, and they were like, "Nah, we don't want to work with you. We're happy to take an anonymous donation. We don't want to work with you." And it's like, well, kind of. Well, I believe in your charity. Like, I want this to be like a relationship and not just handing over money. So get in touch with a charity is one of the things that I learned pretty much straight away, and make sure you do it way ahead of time. One of the charities that I've worked with was quite awkward. I'd message them and then have to wait like a day, 2 days to get information back. And it's like, dude, on a timeline here, like I need information back as soon as possible. So I think the biggest thing to give myself in future is I'm gonna give myself like a much bigger window of time. With the Halloween one that I did, I gave myself about 2, maybe 3 months to put all that together. And it came out awesomely. But in the last one I did, I gave myself about a month and a half, and it just about made it and was a good show. But could have been so much better if I'd had the same sort of time period.
And it's also good to just be like starting to raise the awareness, because if you're constantly like letting people know, and eventually like as they're getting closer, it's like, oh yeah, Twisty's got this charity stream coming up and stuff, and you can obviously contact, because people are really bad. Companies are really bad for getting back to people sometimes.
Yeah, hugely. They can be because I mean, obviously they're busy like a lot of the time as well. But I also one of the biggest mistakes I did was I planned it for Easter Sunday, which was probably not my smartest move, considering people are going to be out with their families. It's a bank holiday weekend, so they're probably doing stuff, or just out on the lash. And I'd completely forgot about that once I announced the date, and I was like, shit, I can't move it now. What do I do?
Just roll on with it.
Not my smartest move.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird one, because then you're like, oh well, people are going to be off. Maybe they're just like, they've had their meal, their family, and they're just getting home and they just want to chill. But
yeah,
people do different things. It might work
to my benefit or against me, but I'm not quite sure. But I think in the future I'm just going to pick a nice casual weekend where not everyone's like busy doing stuff.
Oh, that's pretty cool then. That's pretty cool. So you said the next one's going to be quite a wee while away now, isn't it? Just have a nice big break between them.
Next one is going to be probably the Halloween stream, but I've also got my birthday's in the same month, so I'm hopefully having a birthday event and a Halloween stream both in October. Should be quite cool. Quite a busy month.
Getting very, very close to that big 3-0, I believe.
Dude, don't go there. I'm literally starting to find grey hairs in my beard, and every time I'm like pulling them out, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I'll literally storm into the front room holding this pure white hair and be like, Emma, what the fuck is that?
You're going to be buying that like brown dye just to like start keeping it.
Dude, 100%. Just for men, sponsor me. Hit me up. Slide up in them DMs, because I'm going to be using all their stuff.
At least if you're going to do it, like just be honest and be like, yeah, I'm dyeing my beard. We had a guy show up to practice once who'd like gone and was like, had like silver streaks, and then came and he was just jet black hair, and it was like, you've dyed your hair. And he's like, no, I've not. This is just my natural hair. I've not dyed it. And it's like, you've dyed it. Stop being a fag. Just tell him. So yeah, you just got to be honest with these things, which is funny though. But yeah, so because we're mentioning age and how we're getting close to 30, I think it's time to unleash the first thing that I contacted Twisty's girlfriend Emma, just for some like embarrassing stories and stuff, and we have some nice photos here to share. So I'll pass it on to you first, so you can actually. Yeah, let's turn this one off. Right. So one of them I think I've seen before, but there's a few of them in here that are quite amusing, and we're going to start off with this one. So I'll send you this.
I'm wondering if chat have noticed my eyes slowly get wider and wider because I'm like, fuck.
So we've got this photo here, which I'll turn on for you. I have not set it up, for fuck's sake, franchise. And I thought I had set these all up and I failed miserably. I'm sorry. All right, here we go.
Oh, I've just seen that picture. Holy shit.
This one I found really interesting. I'm also glad that in all these photos you actually have a full, Emma has a full battery. Here we go. So this one had me intrigued because you actually look so happy with yourself. And you've clearly won this dolphin. Yeah,
that was SeaWorld in Florida. We went on a lad's holiday to Florida. And it was closing time. I've been trying to win shit all day. And so I have a phobia of roller coasters. I fucking hate them. If I look at them, they make me feel sick. I come out in cold sweats. I'm just like, nah, I ain't fucking doing this shit. So because of that, I got made bag bitch for most of the holiday. In that I'd hold the bags while everyone else fucked off the rides because I couldn't do them. I tried one, got off the one, and I was like, never again, you're all bastards, fuck off. And then my friend tricked me onto another one because he was like, oh no, we're going inside. They don't do roller coasters inside, so why would there be a roller coaster inside? I'm like, yeah, it makes sense, right? No. And I don't know if you guys, or if you know of The Mummy in Florida, in Universal Studios. It's a roller coaster that's inside because it's in the tombs. And I was sort of going up, and there was signs and shit about like fucking if you have a pacemaker or heart issues. And I was like, what the fuck will they put shit on rides like that? It's not a roller coaster. Like, what the fuck? And then I saw another sign that's like, when the bar comes down, make sure you hold on. And I was like, you done me in on this one, hasn't it? And we got there, and it was a roller coaster, and I shat myself the entire time, all the way around. Not because it was scary, but just fucking because you're on a roller coaster. I hate them. Anyway, we were leaving, and I was in a fucking foul mood because I'd been sat in the smoking area pretty much all day, and everyone else was on roller coasters. And I was like, right, bollocks to it. I've got like $5 in my pockets. I'm gonna try the ring toss, and if I win, then it's a good day. Not only did I win once, I won twice.
Really?
I got a hat and a dolphin. Yep.
That's pretty awesome, actually, because those things are typically rigged to you can't even win once.
That's what I thought. The thing I thought was like, well, it is closing time, so they probably wanted to get rid of as much shit as possible before they close. But yeah, the fact that I actually managed to get out with some stuff, I was well happy with that. Yeah, you look very happy, and it's two pretty good prizes. But I look very skinny. I also look very, very hairless as well. You do, actually. If you showed this to someone, they probably wouldn't think that was you. No, not in a million years. Oh, well. I think that's going to kind of leads me on, because I know that you've actually traveled quite around the world quite a bit, haven't you? Yeah. Sort of, a few years ago, I sort of stopped, settled down for a little bit, but prior to that, I've done quite a fair bit of traveling, mostly around Australia, New Zealand, the Americas. Not as much as I'd like to. I still want to travel a bit more, but it's expensive. Cool, because obviously you've been to university. Was this all traveling after you'd finished uni? Yeah, finished uni and was kind of like, what now? Yeah. And then it just came up that my folks were in Australia because they were posted out there because they're military. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll go out and visit them for a little bit. So I went out there for what was supposed to be a short stay and ended up staying there for a year, just over a year. Short stay. Yeah. But dude, I talk about it quite a lot because I can't get over just how different a lifestyle it is over there. If you ever get a chance of going or anything like that, highly recommend it. Excuse me. And then from there I went to New Zealand because I messed up my visa. You have to do 80 days working out there. So like on a farm or something. Yeah. And I hadn't read that bit of small print. I thought you could just apply for your second year whenever you wanted. And I was like, shit, what do I do? So the only thing that was available was to go over to New Zealand. So fuck it, do that. And I got there and I had like $1.5 grand in my pocket, and I was like, fuck, what do I do now? Like I paid for a month in a hostel, and now it's down to like $750, and I was like, well, I ain't got a job. I don't know anybody. I've got to stay in a room with like 6 other people. Fuck. And then spent the next like 2 weeks drinking horrendous amounts. And so it came to the point where it's like, I've got $50 left and I probably don't have enough to make rent. Probably should get a job now.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then I had to grow up very quickly.
How old were you at the time?
I would have been 23, 24. Yeah, 24.
It's really funny. People expect by that age that you naturally should have grown up by then, but you really haven't yet.
Fuck no,
especially
dude,
if you go to uni. If you go to uni, you're still like in that school mentality. You don't really
uni
appreciate.
is the worst for it because you have on this one hand the school mentality.
Yeah.
And then if you were lucky like me and you got like the bursary, etc. That they so you need bursaries or grants. It works out to, or back when I went to university, it worked out to be around about $3,000 or so every term. So 3 months or so.
Yeah.
So there's this guy who's still a school kid, and this guy who's never really gone to parties, been a bit of a, because I was a bit of a social outcast when I was in school. But I went to university and I sort of became my own person. So now I had this childhood mentality and $3,000. And it's just like, well, this is a complete recipe for fucking disaster. I spent most of my first year with a hangover or hammered. I spent most of my second year repeating the mistakes the first year. And then I spent the entirety of my third year catching up first year, the second year, and the third year that I'd spent drunk as well. So, and then I'd left and been like, oh, what do I do now? And it was like, well, drinking's worked out for me so well so far. Let's just continue.
Yeah.
And Australia.
Just try and do it in a different country.
Yeah, exactly. And they have this really weird, like, drinking culture. Oh, it's like, oh, the day's done, best get drinking. So it's like, yeah, I can get behind that, and I just kind of fitted in really well. But yeah, nowadays I actually don't drink.
Yeah, he's done enough for a lifetime already.
Yeah, too much, man, too much. My body was just like, nah, you've got to stop, dude.
To be fair, they actually have a very similar drinking culture here, in that people are just like constant, like anytime they can, it's like, I'm gonna have a beer. I'm just like,
yeah. It's definitely a culture that I can agree with. It's a good culture.
And do you know what?
Everyone's always so relaxed.
Funnily enough, it's always where places are sunnier.
Yeah, 100%, man. That's why everyone's so mardy in England. It's because it's always so miserable.
But yeah, and then what was that? So what ended up being the reason that you came back after New Zealand?
My visa ran out, and I had to get my ass into gear and be an adult. God forbid.
It's fucking shit, isn't it?
Yeah, dude. I am not keen on adult responsibilities. I got really excited today because we got a new clothes horse. What the fuck?
New what?
You know a clothes horse that you put clothes on when they dry?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was literally like, mate, this is fucking mint. I can put so much clothes on this. And I was like, Jesus Christ, you can tell I'm getting 30.
To be fair, that was one of the things I got excited about here, because I'm so used to the ones that like cross the X, like, and you lift it up and it's like lots of X's. Well, the one I've got here, like just stands and then it like folds out and there's like so much room, and I'm like, oh my god, I could just hang things and they don't touch, and it's so much easier.
Dude, how old are we? When you were a kid, it was like, fuck me, the new Pokemon's coming out in a week. This shit is going to be hype. And now it's, mate, I got a new vacuum. Oh, fuck yeah, bro.
Nice. Does it suck really good?
It does, until it gets stuck. All of Emma's hair gets stuck.
Oh,
and
god.
It's like, well, it's knacked again.
It was nice while it lasted.
Yeah.
In fact, even simple things like you getting excited for some lights for behind you.
Dude, when they arrived yesterday, I was like a kid at Christmas. Got new lights. Fuck yeah. It's really weird. Since I started streaming, it's like been one of the things that I'd be most excited for the most. Where before it'd be like, I'm kind of hyped for a new game and stuff, and now like, I get to play a game with everybody on stream. It's going to be sick. I feel like a kid in a candy shop a lot of the time.
Is your lights changing as it goes on? Because the over bit looks like it keeps changing color.
Game over is changing colors,
but
the LEDs do not.
Yeah. So there was definitely, I thought I was freaking out. I was like, it kept changing from like white to red, and I'm like, am I seeing shit? Is my computer fucking with me? Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool. Then you've had all this history. I'm assuming then you stopped gaming for most of these times then.
No, dude, I took a laptop with me and I was playing League of Legends for most of my time.
You could have picked a better game to play, eh?
What you mean, like, you're about to say Dota, aren't you? That's what you're about to say.
It was 100% what I was about to say. Nah.
I mean, it's fine. Like, I understand where you're coming from. As long as you are clear and know that you're wrong. Cool, that's fine.
We'll agree to disagree.
Yeah, because I'm right.
Okay. But yeah, so you played a lot of League of Legends then. Those games are easy to sink time into.
Yeah, dude. I played shitloads of League of Legends while I was in NZ, because they actually had a gaming cafe there, which I frequented quite a lot because I was just like, man, it's dirt cheap, and if I hang out in here, I'm not spending shitloads of money like going out drinking and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm like just social outcast. And then when I was in Oz, I had my rig with me, so I was playing shitloads like that. Got involved in some Australian gaming communities as well. Just had a good time. Literally, it's very rare that I've ever been without some way of getting video games.
Yeah.
It's like I have a serious addiction to video games.
Yeah, no, I can definitely understand that, because like as soon as you don't have it, then you're like, what do I do?
Oh, dude, fuck yeah! It's like, man, I've all this time in the day. What is this?
Yeah, like what does a normal person do? Talk to each other. Ooh, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to do
I
that.
want to try. I just want to talk on my camera.
Yeah, pretty much. I'd rather just talk to fictitious people that might not actually be there.
To be fair, you do meet some amazing people who have very similar interests and stuff. It's kind of scary how much like you can connect with these people you've never met before, way better than some people I've met in real life.
I have met, throughout all my years of gaming, I have met from the weird, and I mean the seriously fucking weird, to the wonderful, and I recommend it to everybody. Like, people are like, I don't really play video games. I watch movies.
Daya the dog. Which one do you?
Is one of them. I've been playing with Daya the dog. I think we've been gaming together for about 8 years or so in total.
Very cool.
I've known some of my gamer friends longer than a lot of my real life friends.
9 years.
How time flies when you're having
Gonna have
fun.
to have a 10-year reunion soon.
Never actually met him. Never actually met him.
Well, there's a good reason for it.
Yeah.
What games did you use to play then? To start with, what was the first game you met on?
You ever hear of a game called APB?
I have not.
All Points Bulletin. So it was basically, how to describe it? It was cops versus robbers, but death. So you picked, when you first, it was like an MMO. When you first started the game, you picked whether you were an enforcer or a criminal, and then you made your character and you went into the world, and you did missions in this world for different contact. Halfway through a mission, if there was a group of, say you were an enforcer, because that's what we played as. If there were criminals and they were doing or were just driving around, they could queue up for a mission, and if they matched Elo with a set of enforcers that were doing a mission, they would get a mission to stop them from completing their mission. And then suddenly it would just be this deathmatch mode, or this capture and hold mode, just spawn out of nowhere. And then you could like fully customize your clothing, your cars. You could make music. So when you killed someone, to play like a music loop that you've made. People ran their own radio stations through the game and stuff. And I used to spend hours making my own clothing label and my own range of tattoos on there, because you could do that. It was made by Real Time Worlds, the guys who made the original Crackdown, and it was years, and I mean years ago. And I must have put 500 plus hours of that game, easy. But yeah, that was the first game when I probably got involved into like community and stuff.
Yeah, and getting to know other people.
Yeah, that and World of Warcraft.
Yeah, World of Warcraft seems to be like the major one that people seem to do it in, and I think it's because there was. Yeah. And I think it was because obviously there was the guild and everyone like regularly meeting up at regular times to do these stuff.
Yeah, man. Like it was definitely one of a kind. I've never been able to find an MMO since that I've enjoyed as much as I enjoyed World of Warcraft. But now, whenever I go back to play World of Warcraft, after about an hour, I'm like, oh, I fucking hate this game.
I just played it far too much. I
can't touch it now. Yeah. It's just too. I quite like games being difficult, and as soon as games get too easy, I'm just like, man, I don't want to play this.
Yeah.
Play something hard instead. And I'm one of the people that when Sekiro came out and everyone was like, oh, Sekiro should have an easy mode. I'm like, nah, bullshit.
Just gotta get better.
Yeah. I'm one of those people, and I get it. Some people like their games easier, but I just, I don't know.
Some people like the games just because they want to live the story and they're not too fussed about like all the challenge and the combat and stuff.
It's true. This is true.
Which I can get behind. Sometimes the story of games are phenomenal.
Yeah, I can kind of get that. And I think it's one of the shames that if people can't get their head around stuff like Sekiro and Dark Souls or stuff like that they are missing out. And I can see why people do want an easy mode, but like, I never could get me. I always like it being hard. And personally, I like it when it's tough.
Yeah, it keeps you like involved and consistent, like thinking and focused.
Yeah, exactly, man. I like it when you can turn around and be like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah. I suppose because people used
to.
I think but the thing is, people used to be like that, and back in the day when like the Halo and Legendary modes and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I used to be the same. I used to be like Halo, Legendary with all the skulls, blasting through it with like my friends and stuff. And I used to like that. Like the harder, the better. But then, yeah, I think a lot of people these days, it's become such well, gaming's like blown up, and people they get an hour home from work. They got an hour before the wife comes in, or the kids come home from
school. Or they've just gone to
school.
sleep and they've got an hour before they need to go to bed.
Yeah, exactly. Or vice versa these days. Like the wife's just got home and she wants to play it for an hour before the husband gets it and shit. And they want something they can sit down and play. And I can get it why if you sit down and play, you don't want to spend an hour getting your absolute head kicked in. That can be kind of like there's no gratification there, there's no fun there. So
you've not achieved anything in that hour.
Yeah, exactly. I can see why people want easier games. I mean, not me, but
Mailcon makes a good point. You can just watch someone play if you wanted the story.
Yeah, you got YouTube if you want the story.
Or Twitch.
Or Twitch or Wikipedia. The amount of story that I've read for Dark Souls from the Dark Souls wiki is insane. There's so much lore in the game that I never would have been able to even assume was there.
Yeah, it's amazing how much like little things that people like developers like put into the games that probably just never even get noticed.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
But some games are just crazy, like how in depth and detail they put into them, which is quite impressive, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a craft of love, if anything.
Yeah, you just got to find people who are passionate enough to try and keep looking for them. Because it's not me. I'm not a guy that's gonna go looking. Oh, I found this one piece of gem in like this cave that means this, this, and this. I just don't know it.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I'm the sort of person where it's like, dude, I've tried 6 times to open this fucking door. I'm just gonna YouTube it. How do I open this door? It's like you don't. You jump over something else, and it's like, well, I never would have fucking guessed that. Yeah. Whatever.
Or you get someone in chat to tell you.
Yes, I did that. I had that on Days Gone the other day. I was like, oh, but if I jump my bike over this canyon instead, it will be sick. And he was like, no, just push that car. It's like, how the fuck was I supposed to think of
that? That's not cool.
Yeah, it's like this. I was going like way above and beyond with the ideas that I had. And it's like, nah, just go and press square over there. And it's like, oh. I thought it was going cool. No.
So still salty about it now.
Yeah, massively. I should have just done it anyway.
Yeah. Just seen if you could.
Exactly, but then I probably got stuck, and you know what happened.
Have you found out what happened when you die yet? Because the last time I was catching when you were first playing it.
Days Gone. You just go, game over, and it kicks you back to your last save.
Oh, okay.
Not too bad.
Yeah, I remember because you were made to knife people for 10 minutes, which was hilarious.
Yeah, I got a dare from Oncrest, and I had to go around knifing zombies for 10 minutes. It worked pretty well.
It actually did go pretty well. Quite a good tactic. I don't think you got outnumbered too much.
I just can't put that game down. I'm literally itching to play it, even though I've only played it on stream. I've been sat here all day being like, man, I wish I put some hours to it today.
Yeah. Well, it's finally glad that you've managed to find a game like that, because I suppose of recent you've been trying to like get into these newer games and stuff. Because obviously when you first started streaming, you were very much trying to find like some lower down games. You were like leaving like the big games to other people. You weren't too fussed about jumping on them, and then now you've built your brand up now where you're feeling comfortable that you can actually start getting hyped about these new games coming out, and you'll be happy to get viewers and give them the experience of what it actually is like to play these games.
Yeah, 100%. So I still have this rule where generally I don't play a game for 2 weeks after its launch. But I sort of knocked that on the head for a little bit when the release of Anthem. It's like, fucking Anthem's going to be the best thing since sliced bread. It's going to be the next big thing. It's going to be some fucking hype. Came out and it was a steaming pile of garbage. And I was like,
How long had you been building that up for as well?
Fucking dude, like a year, maybe more.
Yeah.
Like,
because it did look like it was going to be incredible.
Yeah, and we played the beta for it as well, being some friends. We were like, fuck, this game's great. We're flying around and stuff. It makes the Division 1 look like shit. It's great. Loot and shooter. It makes Destiny look like a kid's game. And then I got made to look a complete twat. Shit.
Yeah, but you've got to put yourself out there, and sometimes you do have to.
100%. Although there is a common rule between me and most of my friends that if Twisty gets hyped about it, probably gonna be shit. I got super hyped about about Division 1 when it first released.
Hmm.
So before all the quality of life patches and everything.
Yeah.
I got super hyped about Destiny 2 before it released, before the quality of life patches and everything like that. And both these games came out after like a week's worth of play, if that. I think Division 2 lasted me and 2 friends 3 days. And after those 3 days, we were like, game is shit. I think Anthem managed to last me maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks if I really squeezed as much content as I could out of it, both as a player and as a streamer. And I got to the end of it, and I was like, fuck me, that's supposed to be a game that's supposed to be a live service now. It lasted 2 weeks. Ridiculous. And I hugely regretted getting hyped about it. But now I've found like my when it comes to like single players games and stuff like that are generally something that I can get hyped about, because I found multiplayer games just bad. They're just coming out these days and they're just bad.
They're just getting rushed and they're trying to like get as much money out as you can, and they take so long to actually be the game that they want them to be.
Dude, it's ridiculous like how they're coming out and it's like, what the fuck? Yeah. But then I look at the games which I've had the most fun with, which was God of War, Spider-Man, now Days Gone as well, Tomb Raider, like the re-release of Tomb Raider and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're quite fun actually. They're quite good fun.
They're mint, aren't they? They're so much fun.
I love running around with like a pistol headshot and voice. It was class.
Dude, that's the only gun I use in those games, because I was just like, if I can just one-tap everybody, I'm going to look fucking pro. And just, that was when I found my niche, because it took me about a year or so, maybe 18 months of streaming and stuff. And then I found myself being this thing where it's like, actually, I really liked playing single player adventure games, just having crack with chat while I fuck around these single player adventures. And now it's become, and like from that stuff started developing. So like it became a meme that regardless of what game I played, I will fall off something. And every game I played, I've fallen off something. Yesterday on Days Gone, I was like, I haven't fallen off anything yet. It's fine. There's no way I could fall off anything. And about an hour later, I sent my character going flying off a cliff, being like, well, now I've done it all.
Hey, what's up, Cammy Gray?
And that's just one of the things that I've sort of started doing now in my stream, is that action adventure games, and single player games tend to be my jam.
They kind of find it. Finally, it's taken a wee while, but you finally found like your groove and your niche, and just kind of things that work really well for you. Because you were lost for a wee while, and I think Anthem really shook you.
Dude, hugely. So it took, like, people always ask my opinion on new games and stuff, because I tend to keep as well read as I can about games industry and what new games are going out and good, etc. And it's great at the moment. There's so much controversy in gaming. I've got like so much to read and so much to like look into and stuff. And at the sort of the end of last year, start of this year, I'd got to this bit where I was just like, man, I'm not enjoying any game. Just quickly to answer Cammy Gray in chat. Yeah, I have played Horizon Zero Dawn. I tried it 3 times.
Oh no.
And I put a total of 8 hours into it every time, and I get to that point, I'm just like, man, I'm not enjoying this. And then I go back and play God of War, and I'm like, fuck, this is amazing. But yeah, so sort of around the end of last year and the start of this year, I really started losing my mojo as a streamer. It was probably, we're on the 5th month now. If you'd asked me about 2.5, maybe 3 months ago about streaming, I would have been ready to turn around and be like, nah, I'm done. I quit. I'm done. 100%. I put so much focus on. So I was quite lucky in that I already had a group of foundation friends and stuff that had come to my stream to help build that. So I got affiliate in 11 days, and I was like, holy shit, this is mind blowing. I can do this. This is great. And then I started doing more and more and more. I saw my numbers going up and going up and going up. I played The Sims once for one day for the crack. I got like 40 viewers, and I was like, what the fuck, this is insane. But then I put a lot of emphasis on myself to work harder and get those numbers up and up and up. And then when you don't start seeing those numbers going up, you're like, fuck, what's happening? What am I doing wrong? And then you start pulling at threads, and you're just pulling at all the threads to try and get any information as to what you think is going wrong. I was asking literally Tom, Dick, and Harry, what am I doing wrong? Why isn't my stream working? Am I a bad streamer? Am I a good streamer? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And it wasn't until a couple of friends of mine, I think you may know them as well, but I won't say their names just for the sake of the conversation. Turned around to me and were like, right, well, because you've become a dick, basically. And it would become obvious that I just was so focused on getting that viewer number higher, because I so wanted this to be a career, that I'd forsaken the fun of the stream
Yep.
for other stuff. I'd gone about it professionally. I wanted to be a host rather than an entertainer, and to the point where legitimately I'd been like, okay, if you're one of my mods, I prefer it if you didn't make jokes at my expense and stuff like that. And then now I look back and I'm like, fuck, why did I say shit like that? Like,
Yeah.
that's the fun. That's
Yeah.
what we're here for. So yeah, I did so much wrong so quickly, and it's weird because I've always done my uppermost to be as well read and as well versed in streaming and the theory craft behind it, and as I said earlier, games as well. That when it came to streaming, to have made such a fucking huge faux pas, it completely knocked the stool out from under me, as it were. And yeah, it took a good 2 months of my friends trying to convince me, being like, no, don't give up, play this game and enjoy it. That I it's only now that I'm really sort of getting to the point now where every stream I'm going into, I got a big fucking smile on my face, and I've just got energy, and I'm just having fun. And again, I'm getting back into that thing where I'm seeing my numbers going up, and I'm seeing people come genuinely having a great time, rather than going away being like, this guy's a bit of a dick, isn't he?
Yeah. To be fair, it is really hard because there isn't really sort of like any sort of fixed theories and ways of doing things that's actually how you're going to do successfully and do well. It's especially in the fact that people are very fluid, that they might enjoy your content for like a while and then they decide that they want to move on to someone else because they fancy trying
100%.
something different. But people see those people leaving and are like, did I do something wrong? What did I do wrong? And it's just human nature sometimes that people just keep bouncing. Some people just like to bounce around and check out lots of different people, and sometimes they come back
100%.
full circle. But you don't. It's really hard for you to like feel like that's okay and that's just how things are, and you always look to yourself.
Yeah, it's always a tough one because it's like, well, why is my friend now watching that person? You're watching me. You met me first, and you can't do that because who is it? I can't remember who said it, but you don't own viewers.
Yeah.
You can't own viewers. It's just not possible. But what you can do is just enjoy the ones that do spend their time. Because if you do that, you'll find that they'll want to take their time to get more ingrained into you, rather than other people. So one of the biggest tips I can give to any sort of streamers is get a Discord started immediately, and get people on there and get a community built. Because if you stream for, pulling these numbers out my ass, 3 hours a day for 3 days a week, that's 9 hours people are going to see you. But if you've got that community in the background, that's 24/7 they're going to be spending time with.
Yeah, it's 9 hours, 9 hours out of 168 in a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing.
So like it's tiny, but if you've got that community going on, because then the community gets to know each other as well, and people start to feel they're part of something rather than just somebody watching a TV show. And it's the reason why people watch Twitch over watching TV. Because when you watch TV, as soon as you turn it off, that's it. It's gone fuck off. Like as soon as Game of Thrones finishes, everyone will be like, okay, fine, next thing now, please.
Yeah.
But when it comes to streaming and stuff, because it's a person and that person's evolving, and you can constantly contact them and stuff like that. It's great to have that community that you can have building up, and always have that instant contact with.
Even if it's relations as well.
Yeah, exactly. Even if it's just saying good morning to people, like every day on my Discord, I make sure to be like, "What's happening, heroes?" Just see what everybody's up to for the day, because like it's always good to be like, "Look, I'm here to chat," and I like to quite a advocate for mental health, going through mental health struggles myself. So having the Discord as a place where we have like a rant channel where people can like vent properly. And if anyone's got any advice, they can throw advice out as well. And it's always good to have a place to blow off steam.
Yeah, and the beautiful thing about these things as well is that we're only like one life. There's so many. Everyone has their own complex life and different experiences, different opinions and stuff. And it's always really interesting to try and find people's like opinions on stuff. And it's also very useful in the fact that if you're looking into something, obviously people come to you, TwistyShape. It's like, there's this game coming out. What do you think about it? You can get people's opinions on it before you make any sort of decisions, and it just kind of helps. And it's always useful. And you also get to almost experience certain things. Because I know like I said, I hate single player games. Well, not that I hate them. I just don't get interested in them, but I really enjoy finding out like how people were getting on with them and what was really enjoyable about them, and like living the game through other people who have played them. I don't have enough time either.
there's a lot of games out there which I would never play, but it's great to enjoy by proxy.
Yeah.
Like when you see people like, oh, this game's amazing, and it's like, okay, it's not my cup of tea. But why is it amazing? Tell me why you're enjoying that.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. Going back to what you were saying about not having like a strict method to streaming, you might understand this metaphor a little bit, but I always liken it to going to the gym. The second you put a post out on any social media going like, oh, I'm thinking going to the gym, anybody got any advice, you get all the fucking armchair PTs coming out being like, oh, well, you should try calisthenics, or you try fasting, or you try watch, and all this sort of stuff. And it's like, oh my God, everything is coming out of everywhere. There's so much different that people are telling me to try and do. It just, how do you make like any sort of sense of it? And it's the same with streaming. As soon as you're like, I've got any advice, people will come out of like all the places with from great pieces of advice to like awful pieces of advice. But it's like, how do you tell the difference? Don't know.
Yeah. That's why there are certain factors that I deem like the foundations of what you require or are very useful to have as a streamer. But then eventually, once you get past those foundations, that's when you need to find your own like groove, your own thing, really, and you kind of need to stick to it. Like, because for a while, when you were struggling to think after Anthem, I really noticed that you had like been bouncing around games like repeatedly. You didn't know that you couldn't stick to a schedule. You didn't know what games you were going to play, and it was like, what's Twisty going to do next? And it was just really, I think, because
hugely.
You obviously were looking for advice at that time, and that was advice that I gave you because I literally gave you your schedules, and I was like, your games aren't the same week to week and stuff, and there's no consistency. And you do seem like you're finding that groove again, finding that mojo. And that real love for it again, I suppose, is probably a good thing.
100%, man. 100%. I've actually got a list now of single-player games that I want to tick off as I go through the years. That game will never go. That list will never go away because some of the games are fucking long. Like The Witcher is on there.
Yeah.
And that's like, if I'm playing it 3-hour stints, 3 days a week, that's like, it's going to take me a year to finish that fucking game. Holy shit. But the thing that I always found and it's actually a scientific thing, is I can't remember what the term is, but it's the theory of completion. So even if you start a tiny fucking thing and taking away from streaming or something like that, painting a room, and you're like, man, I can't be fucked, I don't want to paint that room. But if you start painting the room and you paint at least one wall, you'll be able to look at it and go, holy shit, it looks really good. Now I have this motivation to do the next wall, and then the next wall. And it's like that when it comes to, it should be like that when it comes to streaming. It's like, if you've got a game or something and you're sort of losing motivation for streaming or anything like that, finish your game. Pick up a game, whether it's something nice and short like Little Big Planet, or something like Inside or Limbo or something like that, a really short game. You can finish that in like one sitting. Finish it, and then pick up another game that's a little bit longer. Finish that game.
Yeah.
Do it on stream and just enjoy the game, and you'll get that mojo back so quickly because your brain will click that you've finished something. You get that satisfaction finishing it, and then you'll want to do it again. And you'll want to do it again, and you just got to keep that momentum up and going. It can be really hard if you're like an Apex streamer or a Fortnite streamer or something like that, because they don't work in the same ways. But since I like to play single player games, thankfully it's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's actually some really good advice. Because some people do just kind of get just struggle a little bit, and it's unfortunate when people get into those little grooves, and you've got to find ways to get out of them.
Yeah, 100%. It's so easy to get caught into bad habits. I mean, fuck it, I've done it. Like it's, and I when I first started, people would be like asking for advice, and I'd be the first person to dish out shovels full of advice and then never take my own advice.
To be fair, I've actually been thinking about that recently. I'm like, I probably need to review my own shit soon to actually make sure that what I'm saying to other people, I'm actually doing myself.
Yeah, dude, I'm always reviewing my stuff. The two places that I'd always recommend, and I want to get them out in chat, probably helpful people that are probably in chat, is there's a blog called streambig.net, which is run by a guy called I Ate Your Pie, who's a partner Twitch streamer who does speed runs of games. I don't know why that word evaded me. And Ashley Christ is someone that I watched for ages and ages and ages. She does stream coaching, which I'm a little bit iffy about, but the knowledge that she gives for free via YouTube is fantastic. She does videos of 0 to 15 viewers, 16 to 30 viewers, 31 to 50 viewers, etc., etc., etc. And it explains how to really up your game for each step of viewership that you're doing, from branding to marketing yourself to creating interaction, etc. It's really, really good. Highly recommend.
Yeah, it's crazy how much, like, when you first started, like, I'm assuming you might have been the same, as you just literally just press that stream button and just be like, oh, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna become big, I'm gonna do this, this, and that.
Yeah.
And there's so much to it. I've probably learned so much about branding and marketing since doing this. And to be fair, it's actually using skills to just generally have.
Awesome. So much fun. I've actually started looking for jobs in design, branding, and marketing because I love doing it so much.
Yeah.
I've had so much fun creating the TwistyShape brand and the whole comic effects and everything that goes with it. It's been so much fun. So much.
Because that wasn't obviously your thing at first, was it? When you first started streaming, you didn't go for like the comic book look. How long was it until you into your streaming that you actually started that?
When I first started streaming, I booted up my stream with a cam and some sheer overlay graphics that I'd had, like, taken from one of the websites. And
thanks for the host.
So I don't know why that wasn't hosting already. It should have been. And I played PUBG with friends. The audio was shit. I was using my headset mic all of the time, and I hadn't figured it properly. And the graphics weren't set up properly either. I didn't have a starting soon screen. I had really shitty panels. Like, one of the biggest faux pas I had was, I think I had a donation panel and a chat rules panel, and that was it. And I was like, fuck, what? And when I look back on it, I'm like, man, what was I thinking?
When you look back on it, you didn't really have the knowledge you had now, and it's always a starting point. You've got to start somewhere.
Dude. I realized pretty soon that streaming was something that I desperately wanted to do full time. Like, I make no qualms about it. Streaming is something that I want to turn into a career, and that is one of the big dream goals. So it wasn't until it clicked and I was like, man, I seriously want to do this, that I started looking at things like the blogs and the YouTube videos, and just trying to grab as much information as I possibly could, and hold it as tightly and learn as much as I can from it. And dude, I don't fucking learn anything. Like, I barely can cook because I've never learned to cook. Like, I sucked at school. I vaguely know how to do my job because I kind of learned it. But streaming, I just took to like a duck to water, and I was just like, I need to learn how to do this. I need to learn how to use After Effects, learn how to do Photoshop, how to interact with people, how to market, how to brand, how to search engine optimization, etc.
How to be an accountant.
Dude, fucking taxes blow my mind. I still don't get them. But at no point did I turn around and go, fuck, I hate doing this.
Yeah.
Like, every second I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to learn about this next thing, and I can't wait to see what results I can get from doing this. And then from it, making all the relationships that I did, you learn to get Razer gear going by looking on your headsets. That's a good thing. Dude, I love my Razer gear. Although I traded my mouse away recently.
I really want a wireless headset these days. This cable is fucking annoying. Actually,
dude, I ever since I've gone wireless, I will never go back.
See, I always found issues with wireless, and I think what I probably did is I used to go cheap wireless. And I think I always so when there was always issues, it would disconnect there and that, and I would just always have a few issues. But I reckon if I went properly and did it right, I'd probably.
I've never gone wireless with mouse and keyboard. I've always gone wired for that. I went wireless so when I first was traveling, I remember fucking around with cables and shit on a plane seat, and it's like, I can't fucking move because there's some fat fuck stood next to me, and I got the window here, and how the fuck? And then I was like, right, if I just got, and I got this pair of Skull Candy headphones, and I haven't got them with me, but they're like this little band that goes around your neck, and your headphones go in. That's fucking it. There's no cables, there's no piss farting around. Don't even need to get my phone out of my pocket anymore. I just press a button on my side of my headset, and that's it. The music plays. Turn it up and turn it down, skip songs, etc. And it's mint. It's fucking sick. And I was like, I want this for my PC, because now I can get up, go and get a drink, and I can still talk. Or I can go yeah, that can get a bit awkward. If you forget to mute your mic and someone's like, is the tap running? And you're like, no. Gonna quickly mute that. Whoops.
Or as Wieselberg says, it runs out of battery so as soon as you walk away.
Yeah, mine seems to run out of. The distance isn't as good as I'd like. I found out recently mirrors fuck with wireless signal.
Really?
Yeah, I had no idea. I was like, well, is it that big a deal? But I've got a big fuck off mirror in my front room. So when I walk off, it blocks the wireless signal. So my headset starts popping out.
It's crazy. Huh.
So yeah,
it's
ridiculous. Yeah, I had no idea. I found that out quite recently. But then, yeah, so I got my my Razer Man of Wars when I got back to the UK. I always used to have Krakens before this. And never looked back. This is my favorite ever pair of headphones that I've ever had. I've changed out my mouse and my keyboard from Razer Gear. I found their peripherals were kind of iffy when it came to mouse and keyboard, but headphones always the best one.
Yeah, I've just got some cheap. I got like a £30 mouse that I got from PC World. It was like sponsored by Navi, and I was like, oh, that's cool, and it's got a couple of side buttons on it, and I got a keyboard from Aldi. I got Astro. To be fair, it's actually class. It does its job well, and I got Astro headset because I was like, I borrowed someone else's.
I've heard good things about Astro headsets, in all fairness.
Yeah, they are class. I really enjoyed it because I'd never had like a decent pair, and I borrowed someone. I was like, I was playing Overwatch with theirs. So I was like, I can hear things like in all directions. I was like,
yeah, I know. It's like there's something behind me, and then you still get killed.
Yeah, I tried to use it to my advantage in 1v1 situations, and I still can't tell properly.
There's a clip of me, and I was like, man, this game's really shit. For some reason, they've really fucked up the audio because when the enemy's stood over there, but I can hear him over there, and then someone in chat was like, "Are you wearing your headset back to front?" It's like, no, I'm not stupid. Why the fuck would I be wearing my headset back to front? And I was like, quick feel, make sure the dial's on the wrong side or the right side, and I was like,
I'm actually really worried that these ones might be on back to front.
Well, can you rotate your headphone?
Yeah.
They should have little markings on them, I tell you.
I should probably look at that someday.
I think. Well, now we both just look like we don't know how to wear headphones.
No idea. I'm good. It says L and R on the inside. Fucking hell, man. I was fucking panicking for a second.
Imagine they come with instructions, so it's fine.
Yeah, but no one looks at the instructions. That was too easy. This light, honestly, I can't believe I broke my light in here. Like my phone's on there.
It does very much like you're telling tales around the campfire.
But I can't figure. I'm literally using my phone right now, and I don't know how to like position it so it doesn't like fuck with me. But if I turn it off, I just like go really dark. So,
I imagine it should be darkness.
Yeah, I tried to play I did actually play a horror game like this once, and that was funny. Then I ended up in my unicorn onesie.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen a video of that.
Yeah, people really love that thing. It's unusual, and I was like, cool. I'm gonna wear my unicorn onesie all the time. And buy your head from some CNA. I actually don't know what CNA is.
No idea.
You
I've headphones. My ears are so damn big.
I'm trying to see if he
Go on.
I was trying to see if he like pressed like the wrong buttons on his keyboard or something and tried to write B and Q because that would just be weird. But I don't know what.
These some dodgy fucking headphones. No, I'm actually kind of a peripheral snob when it comes to mine. I used to always buy Razer, and then I spilt like 3 cans of Monster on one of my Razer keyboards in quick succession. And I was like, fuck. So I got rid of those, and then went Logitech, and then got rid of those for a Razer keyboard, and it lasted again all of like a couple of weeks. So I got myself a really hard-wearing Corsair mechanical keyboard, which has the fucking loudest keys known to man, as my Discord continually reminds me. And I used to always swear by the Razer Death Adder mouse, but I've recently bought myself the Logitech G203, because it was like 30 quid, and it is one of the best mice I've ever fucking had.
Yeah, a loud keyboard is really hard for a streamer to try and not have them like be hard while you're playing and doing things.
So personally, and I know some people might like lynch me for saying this, I kind of like a loud keyboard.
Yeah,
it's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of like an ASMR thing, or ASMR, whatever the fuck it's called.
It is quite satisfying.
Little tippy tappy in the background. However, mine's not little tippy tappy because apparently I hit the keys quite hard, and it just sounds like I'm constantly pissed off.
Yeah, people are like, "Why are you typing so angry?" I'm like, "I'm just typing." I just type quickly.
Yeah, that's it.
But then it's usually me like on chat being like, "Oh fuck you, you piece of shit! You should have got that." And like,
yeah, as far as they're aware, I'm typing I'm typing normally, but they just can't see my screen.
To be fair, this actually reminds me, the best thing I ever saw while playing a game wasn't actually like when I was playing, but someone literally went to their teammate in like all chat and was like, "Dude, I want you to take your backpack. I want you to go around the streets, picking up all the dog shit, put it in your bag, and then you'll know how it feels like to be me."
That's amazing.
That was so good. I was like, that is brilliant. I'm gonna have to use that at some point. I've never felt the need to it because I can't carry people for shit. I'll carry Old Man Millie and Lola at Overwatch one day, but I still need to win.
I've seen some cracking fucking lines in League of Legends over the years.
Yeah.
I've seen some fucking mint ones. None of them pop to mind.
They might pop into your mind later, and you can.
Some of them I can't repeat on Twitch. It'll be way against terms of service.
Yeah, people will go a bit crazy when there's like they get a keyboard and they just don't see the human on the other side of things.
Yeah, dude, League of Legends has legitimately become one of my favorite games because I learned at the start of every game, all I have to do is type /mute all, and it's so peaceful.
Yes.
Just mute every fucker, and it's like, well, no, I don't have to worry about it.
What was it? I was playing Dota with one of my friends, and then afterwards we ended up getting in an argument with someone on my teammate, and I was like, cancel this search, this is fucking hilarious, and it just like went back and forth. I think we were chatting for like 10 minutes, and I was just pissing myself at just like all the shit they were coming out with, and I was coming up with shit as well. It's really dumb. Loved it.
Sometimes it's awesome. Sometimes some people are just like, oh my god, give it a rest. Yeah. But some people are quite fun to have a bit of a rant to.
Yeah. My favorite one was though, he kept turning around to me and was like, I can't believe you're still here. Like, you're still here. Does it make any sense?
Some people just don't like giving it up at all.
No, I was not giving up. That was fun. Yeah. Damn. I've actually lost where we were talking about. I think we were just talking shit and we've just kind of like ended up.
It's pretty standard, yeah. Chatting shit for hours on end.
So obviously currently then, what is the future for TwistyShape then? Because obviously your big dream goal is to become full-time streamer, and you've obviously made that very obvious, but I'm very much aware that you know it's not just going to happen overnight, and there is a process to it, there is growth required and all.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Is there anything new that you're going to be hoping to implement into the stream at any point soon?
So I'm itching to get my teeth into podcasting. I tried running my own, and I don't have the time to juggle everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at getting involved with some as a guest, and just trying to get involved in a bunch of other people's sort of content to sort of do collabs and stuff. I was thinking about doing a lot more collabs when it comes to games and stuff, but sometimes I don't. So the best way of putting it is I don't play well with others, but like push to talk for me is a fucking nightmare because I'll spend 20 minutes chatting my ass off and then being like, shit, I haven't pressed the button. What I said. So sometimes it works great when I'm playing with like community like that. Yeah. But when I'm playing with other streamers, sometimes it can be a bit rough because it doesn't work very well. But I love having a chat. I love having a chat about video games, movies, and fucking anything. And I'll have a chat about it because I love talking to people and about things. So I thought podcasts were going to be a great way to get into it. I originally started making content was movie reviews on Facebook, and loads of people fucking loved it. So it kind of escalated from there. So I really wanted to get into podcasts because I can then go to a conversation that somebody else is hosting, say my bit, get involved, have fun, and then fuck. And I don't have to do anything after. And alongside that, I'm also looking at getting more into YouTube. I recently announced that Dyer the dog, who's currently in the chat, is now helping me out voluntarily as an editor. So he's taking a lot of my streams and he's breaking down into highlights, getting those up on YouTube, both to increase his editing chops and to get more content out there as well. Because I wanted to do it myself, but I just didn't have time to edit everything.
I've done a few YouTube videos now, and like they take fucking ages.
They take
so much time and effort. If you're a perfectionist as well, you just kind of leave things alone.
So I dropped a day of my stream because I used to stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. I dropped Tuesday because I wanted to work on more YouTube videos. videos. And then I realized that if I'm spending all this time sat in front of a computer, it's going to impact my relationship with my partner. So I actually decided to spend more time with my partner. But it just meant that the original goal of getting one YouTube video out a week, so that I was constantly getting some eyes from different places, content, kind of fizzled out. And I thought about doing advice videos. Yeah, but not. It's one of those things, and loads of people say, no, it's fine, get on with it. But I don't know if I could do it personally. It's like, here, have some advice from a person who doesn't have anything to prove that this advice is worth listening to.
Yeah.
And I can't get my head around that. So it kind of makes it kind of rough. Like I'd like to have something to back it up with, you know. And then I thought about doing tutorials and stuff on how to make overlays and shit like that. But again, it's more and more time. So I figured just doing like my standard streams, but then getting more just YouTube videos out about like first impression,
and
what I think about games and stuff like that is generally the best way to go about it.
Because then you can just do it in like one
Reddit.
Yeah, just like a quick one-off recording. Boom. Doesn't take much to edit and stuff like that.
Makes life easy, especially on Twitter. People love Twitter, so like I'll go and see a movie and I'll come back, and then on Twitter I'll be like, yeah, it was shit, or yeah, it was awesome. A lot of the times, yeah, it was shit tends to be the first thing out of my mouth. I've got such high standards.
Yeah, I was about to say you do have very, very high standard. I'm complete opposite. I'm like, I quite enjoyed that for this, and this. I just enjoy things. I quite find it easy to.
It's always one of those things where it's like, man, I paid X amount. Was it worth that amount of money? Because like the movie's not seeing a movie these days is not cheap.
That's not.
Like, and buying a game these days, you got to mortgage your house to get one.
That's why I quite enjoy like not playing all these multiplayer games, because I can play them for fucking hours and hours and hours, and it's so much.
100%. So that's why I'm always like, do I think the amount of money that I've just spent was worth it, or do I think that like does it work out properly? And that's why I'm like really brutal when it comes to my things. Plus, the one thing that people don't seem to understand sometimes is just because I said something was bad didn't mean that I didn't enjoy it. Yeah,
that's fair actually. Yeah, because you can obviously see the flaws in it. I suppose, without saying any spoilers, I've been having a few issues with a lot of the Game of Thrones episodes recently. I still kind of enjoy it.
I haven't watched any of the news yet.
Yeah, I've had a few issues with them, and it's like the fact that it's coming out for me is either I'm maturing as someone who watches these things, and I think maybe it's because I have been doing my own YouTube and I've been doing editing, I'm doing all my own content creating. I see flaws, or they were just bad.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see that. Some people are saying that they're awesome. Some people are saying that they're mediocre for that. I think it's very hard to make anything like to that scale perfect, because people's expectations are, it's why we're never going to see Half-Life 3, because people are going to expect that to be like the second coming of Christ when it comes to video game, but it ain't going to be. Yeah,
that it is reached a point where the hype is so high for it, and people are waiting a full week between episodes, and they're like theory crafting, and they're coming up with these really cool intricate stories, ideas and stuff. It's like they've only got like just over an hour to tell a small story. They're just never gonna
no, it's never gonna really work.
That was the big, I suppose, to come back to gaming, one of the biggest examples for that was No Man's Sky.
Dude, yeah, that was a joke. But then I think No Man's Sky is a bit different, because you had can't remember. You had the lead designer going around being like, this game is the dog's bollocks, and they got it, and it was dog shit, and it like, but you said it was going to be something else, and then he didn't answer, and he just fucked off the face of the earth instead.
Yeah, I just felt it was one of these ones where people were like super excited. It's like, oh, this means that we're going to get this, we're going to get this, and this. It seems to have redeemed itself pretty well.
Yeah, it's a great game now. Highly recommend it now.
Talking about having to carry people at games, and they shall arrive. Yeah,
his ears must have been burning.
But yeah, no, it is really weird, the gaming industry these days, in that people are games just are not coming out ready these days.
No, it's definitely since the rise of early access games, they've sort of taken it upon themselves to release AAA early access games. It's like, that don't make fucking sense.
That's probably why I also think that's why Apex Legends did so phenomenally well initially, because it came out of fucking nowhere, and there was this hype, there was an excitement, and people could literally just go and download it and play it straight away and enjoy it themselves.
I think it was because people wanted something that wasn't Fortnite.
Yeah, this is true. Like they
Like,
did, they did nail a couple of things, but the fact that they didn't hype things up coming up to it, leading up to it, like people again, as soon as you hype's dangerous. Hype is dangerous. It's scary because there's a level of expectation
it's
required with them.
it can blow up in your face. I mean, Anthem,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. What else was super hyped? Pissed itself. I can't remember, but we've seen it shitloads.
Yeah.
Where it's like, this game's gonna be the best thing since sliced bread. Comes out and it's like, no, it's just shat on the carpet and left. It's just like, well, I think one of the things that I've started doing now, even with movies, is like, oh, we've released, like, Detective Pikachu has 4 trailers now.
Yep.
I've watched 2 of them. I ain't gonna watch another 2. I've seen 2 of them. What more trailers do I need to see?
Yeah, I've already decided I'm gonna go watch it. I don't need to see it anymore.
Yeah, but they just keep releasing more and more trailers, and then every trailer, a little bit more information, which could be a spoiler. And you see a lot of trailers these days, like How to Train Your Dragon 3 came out. You watch the trailer, you don't just need to see the fucking film.
Yep. Biggest trailer that ever, like, it's always like my go-to for subscription was Civil War. That really fucked me off because they showed Captain America and Iron Man fighting. So when they got back together, and I'm like, I just kind of sat there when they were flying to the island, and I was like, wait, when did they fight? Like, what is going on? And it just kind of like twigged to me. I was like, this isn't gonna last, and it just like bothered me.
That's a weird thing because I was quite excited because I already knew the story on Civil War because I'm a comic book reader. So then they're like fighting. I was like, fuck yes, they're gonna do it properly. It's gonna be sick. But then I noticed they learned their lesson in the Infinity War trailer. You see the Hulk there, but then he's not there in the film.
Yeah.
So they started making trailers that weren't correct, and they were using trailers to actually misdirect you. So when you went to the film, you're like, hang on, this didn't happen in the trailer. And it was quite cool how they started doing that instead.
But they kind of reached that level of like people were going to go see it anyway, so they didn't need to like hype you up and get you excited by things. Like going into, without any spoilers again, going into Endgame, I had no fucking clue what the storyline was. I was going to go watch it anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because all the trailers had been the history. They'd been showing like clips from all the other previous movies and stuff, with a few of like the opening scene stuff.
Did you manage to see it without getting spoiled?
I got one spoiler. We can chat about it afterwards, but I kind of knew it was coming, so I wasn't too. Like,
fair, that's fine.
And to be fair, I also kind of forgot once I was in the film.
Yeah, I always like, I hate spoilers, but if ever I get it, it's just like, fuck it. It's all about the journey, not just the destination.
And it's still like how things happen and how it goes about and how it reached that point and stuff is still
exactly. There's still plenty more to come before that event happens, whatever it may be.
Yeah, that's like if I ever get like spoiled for an NFL game that I'm gonna watch the highlights for, I still get into it at the end. I'm like, oh my god, this team might actually come back and like score. I'm like, I already fucking know they don't, but I still like getting excited about it.
It's still cool because they just might.
Yeah.
Just might.
So yeah, some people have been surprisingly, people have actually been quite alright for spoilers for these recent things.
I am surprised, but yeah, they've been pretty chill about it, all things considered.
That new Spider-Man trailer was hilarious. The opening 10 seconds with Tom Holland being like, "There are spoilers. If you've not seen it yet, turn off." Especially coming from him.
Yeah, I quite liked that. I was like, do I watch it? Do I not watch it? Do I watch it? Do I not watch it? And I watched it, and I was like, actually, I'm quite happy that I watched it.
Yeah. I think Marvel are quite good in the fact that they've obviously built this level that they don't need to ruin them with spoilers.
Yeah, you should hope so, considering how many fucking years they've been at
it. There are some that people like, they do, because this is not like true that sometimes the people who make the trailers aren't the ones that making the film, so they just get the film and they just cut out cool things from it and then put it into their trailer.
Yeah, most of the time it's not. It's why we saw such an awesome trailer for Suicide Squad, and the film we actually got was a pile of tripe.
Oh, we've got a question.
I think that it's a lie. I think it's Mysterio lying.
Yeah, I've been hearing rumors like that. It could be interesting. It's kind of hard to not go into this without saying too much.
If they do introduce the multiverse to try and undo things that happened in Endgame, I won't say what happened. But if they do that, then they undermine everything they've been trying to do for the past 13 years.
I don't think they would do anything to change the past. They've obviously said that's the end of like that series of films and they're starting something new, because it could have been an interesting way to go down the next chapter of Marvel films, but it's too complex. I think when you get into that, there's too many issues.
I think the multiverse will be the bait that Mysterio puts on the hook, but I won't give any more information than that without, because it'll mean spoilers.
I think I think I'm on the same lines for that. So,
could it not be a backdoor to introduce X-Men into the main MCU? I mean, you could just introduce them already. There's been no mention of X-Men so far in the MCU, so just introducing them wouldn't be a bad thing.
And they could be just like, oh, we've been dealing with our own shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Or, I mean, bear in mind a lot of times in the X-Men, they're kids.
Yeah.
So it could have just been Xavier being like, I ain't sending kids out to fight. We kept all the X-Men back here to defend the kids. Or maybe in the snap that was heard around the world, they weren't there.
Yeah.
Who knows? There could be multiple reasons.
Yeah, and they can easily, and people are just gonna be like, yeah, I don't really care. I just want X-Men in the films.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah. Oh, let's have a look here. In fact, you know what? We've only seen one TwistyShape photo so far.
How many have you got?
A few. I've been thinking about. We'll show two. So, I need to actually send you them as well. Unless have you got the stream open?
Yeah.
You might just come up. So I think this next one. Oh no, this one. Actually, this one. I'm saving this one. This one that was a bit strong. We can save that to the end. This one you had showed on your stream before, and it made me chuckle. And it's you with the red fringe.
Fuck yeah! Yeah. Oh wow. That was fucking years ago.
Did you dye your hair black as well with it?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And there's there would have been red like flicks all through the back of it as well.
And why is Iggy Pop on stream? So where was this photo taken about then?
This would have been in university, my second year or first year. Fucking years ago. Years ago. I would have been 21.
Mm-hmm.
Young.
Just having a good time.
Yeah. Man, fucking. There's so many photos I look back on and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking?
But they are like how you got to where you are now, so.
Oh, 100%, dude. 100%. I had so many weird and wonderful haircuts.
What's in the far left corner? It looks like shot glasses and women.
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
We were out drinking. That was at the local bar that night.
Well, from earlier, Millie, we did hear that TwistyShape did like a good drink when he was in university.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Alright, well, we've had that one. We'll do one more. I can't actually remember what this one.
Cheers, mate. I think I've aged pretty well.
You have definitely aged pretty well. This one is an absolute belter.
Fucking hell! That is my first ever picture on fucking Facebook. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Man, look how skinny I was. Holy shit.
What even does the t-shirt say?
Famous Stars and Straps.
You're so emo.
It was the fuck, who's the drummer for Blink-182?
I'll just Google it.
I can't remember what his fucking name is. It was his clothing line. And there's my first
Travis
ever
Barker?
pair of yes, Travis Barker's clothing line. There's my first ever pair of Skull Candy headphones. And fucking hell, I was such a skinny little run.
Couldn't even smile.
Then to university.
Only a little. I remember these haircuts when I was back at school. People used to have them all the time. I was actually tempted to get this very same hairstyle, but then I shite back down and I didn't get it. I really wish I did, because it was cool back then. Back then it was cool.
So prior to that, I had long hair, like down to my shoulders.
Oh.
Because when I was younger, I used to be like quite big into the goth, the long trench coat, the big boots, and like that. And that was actually after I got it cut, because I was sick of having it long. So I had the long fringe, and I had it all shaved in the back and everything.
Well, I say it cool, but I wasn't really cool at school, so I'm probably not giving the best opinion.
Neither was I. There's multiple times where I sort of look back at school and it's like, fuck me, there's no wonder I was bullied.
Yeah, I can agree with that. In fact, to be fair, I still get bullied, but that's just because I'm going bald. Fallout Boy in the background. All right, we've got one more photo, but I think we're going to come back to that later. And I'm really intrigued by the story behind this last photo. So,
oh, now you've got me curious what photo it is.
Oh, that's the wrong actual. Like, there we go. I did, however, was told to ask you about you getting like stabbed in the butt.
Yeah. So, fuck, I thought this. So, rooting back to the previous mention of liking a drink, oh fuck, it'd been my second year of university. Yeah, second year of university, and I'd come back after a night out, and I was fucking really, really hungry.
Oh God.
So I was like, right, egg sandwich, let's get it going. Fucking skint too, so I couldn't just get takeout. Right, egg sandwich, let's do this. And now the apartment I lived with 3 other lads. So no, 4 other lads. So our place was a fucking shithole. Shithole. Like I can't even understate how fucking bleh. I wouldn't even let animals live in conditions that we lived in. Anyway, I'm back and I got a TV on. I got an MTV.
Classics. Is that back when MTV actually played music?
Yeah, dude. They had a Michael Jackson thing going on. So it's like all Michael Jackson tracks back to back. Now, I am not a man who likes runny yolks. I like my yolks hard, so I normally burst them. Because otherwise you get it down your t-shirt, you have a twat. So I got the nearest thing close to me, which was one of the fish knives. Like, so quite a large blade in it. And then I still had it in my hand, and Michael Jackson was on, so I did a little spin.
Oh God.
And I slipped, and I put my hands behind me.
Oh no.
And just went, and stood up real quick, and I was like, fuck. And I was like, well, there's no blood on the knife, so it's fine. So I put the knife down, and I was like, I missed. Clearly, I must have missed. Fine, it's chill.
Lucky.
Let's go back to making my eggs. 3 minutes or so pass, and I'm like, fuck is that? Have I left the tap on or something? I look down, and there's just a pool of blood around my foot now.
Oh no.
I'm bleeding quite badly, and I'm like, now I've got to clean all that up too. So I go and get a bit of bog roll, fall over a few times, and I put it on the wound, and I get a sock, and I wrap it around my leg and tie it nice and tight. And I'm like, right, that will hold till the morning when I'm not hammered, and I can go to the hospital. I had texted a few friends. It was like, mate, I know it's 3 a.m., but I'm pretty certain I've cut myself. Can I get to lift to the hospital? Got no responses from any of the friends. I was like, whatever, I'll deal with it later. Finished my eggs, made the sandwich and everything, sat down on my bed, and I was like, man, my leg's starting to hurt now. Bit into my sandwich, realised the bread was mouldy, and was like, you fucker. So then I had to throw the entire sandwich away anyway.
I was hoping that was going to be like the happy part of the story.
Nah. Oh, wait, there's more. So I then got up and met a friend bringing me to the hospital, but he was like, I'm not going yet. It's probably fucking nothing. You'll be fine. Let's go Burger King, get some food. After he's driving around the shops doing some chores for him. We get to Burger King. You know in Burger King they have those bucket seats?
Yeah, like, I think I know which ones you're on about.
So they have a bit of a dip in them when they come back up. And I sat there just eating along, and I was like, dude, what the fuck is going on? And the blood had started to pool in the seat.
Oh.
Around my leg, and I was like, dude, I ain't fucking joking. I need to go to hospital because I don't feel good. And he was like, right, let's just go now. Let's go now. Let's not tell them we've blood all over the seats. Let's just fuck off and go.
Fucking poor staff.
So we get to the hospital, and the university I go to is a trainee university for nurses. So I know the nurse that sees to me. She's like, gonna need stitches in your ass. And I was like, yeah, I know. This is gonna suck. So I had to get, I think I had 4 stitches in my right arse cheek.
Yeah. You'll have the scar. Do you have a scar for it?
Don't know. I haven't looked. An awkward angle. But yeah, that is the story of how I stabbed myself in the arse.
Nice. I'm really glad you said you didn't know if you had a scar, because I was about to ask if you should get out on stream. Then that would start a trend on Twitter about booty streamers.
Yes. First booty stream right here, right now.
Boom. Probably get banned, but
definitely.
Oh man.
Definitely. Yeah. throughout university, throughout most of my life, I've wounded myself in weird and wonderful ways.
Weird, wonderful, and dumb ways.
Oh, fucking so dumb. So dumb. More concussions than I care to remember or can remember.
So, which is quite funny then, because I was just like looking through the form, and I've come to the question about if you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you'd done? I suppose it's probably quite a good question to answer.
I put public. I was gonna say public exposure, but I can't what I put.
Yeah, indecent exposure. Yes. Or swearing at a child.
Yes. One or the other one. I hate kids. I fucking hate kids. Especially when it's like some fucking poor parent who's just like let their kids run free and you walk around a corner and just fucking knee it in the face a little harder than you probably should. And it's like, as if you hit my child. And it's like, well, your child's running around like a wild animal, you freak.
Yeah. Especially when people are so quick to blame others when it's like, just control your kid. Have you ever like walked around like a supermarket or a store and you just imagine like this kid running around? It's like, wonder how far I could kick them.
Yes, every time. When you've got a little basket in your hand, and it's like, if I swing this with enough force, that kid ain't going to see us coming. Fucking by the way.
Old man really thinks it's a story about you booting some child in the face. Or just a regular occurrence.
I don't think I kicked the child in the face. I have to check with Emma, but I don't think I have. I might have blacked out.
Or just like, yeah, it is what it is.
Fuck you, you little shit.
Hey, that kid learned a lesson today.
Yeah, the bottom of my boot. No, I just don't like kids. Kids just irritate shit out of me.
It's fair enough.
I don't know if it's I don't like kids. I don't like
others' kids.
Well, I ain't got kids. So
well, yeah, I know that, but
I don't like that when they're just allowed to roam free.
They should be wild animals.
Yeah, like as I say, when parents like they'll let their kid like run off, and then they'll be on fucking news at 10, be like, "Oh, my kid was stolen." Like, well, you let it run off.
Yeah, you left it in the hotel while you went out for dinner.
Yeah. Sorry. It's like when it's like a dog, you tie it up outside. Same with a kid. Be alright. Still be there when you come
back. Tired dog. This is probably very true. Anybody that just like randomly just showed up for the show, we are just talking theoretical. We're not talking about things we've actually ever done. There is a difference between something you've done in your head, like something you think about in your head, and something you actually do in real life. That's where the difference comes in. That's what sends you to jail. You can think about all these.
That's my story, and that's what I'm sticking to. Would you ever have kids of your own in the future? Not purposefully. Me and Emma intend to have multiple fur babies, but probably not animals. Probably not children. I don't know. Sometimes I'll be like sat at a restaurant or something, and I'll see a kid, and he's with fun time, all a happy little family. Yeah, it's kind of cool. And then 90% of the time I'll go to
a full beard.
90% of the time I'll go to a restaurant, and I get to enjoy my 2-course meal with a side helping of screaming brat. And I just think, nah, it's just not fucking worth. Imagine having that in your life 24/7.
Imagine all your cool stuff behind you, and they'd be constantly like you'd having to hide it and put it somewhere else.
Fuck that noise! I get a lock on my door. Or I'd just get a big dog crate. Be like, hey, go play in there.
I did actually see a video on Reddit of there was a party, and it was like when you've won a party but you can't, and you've got the kids, and they had them in like one of those little cages, and they were just like dragging them around the dance floor as they were just like, so they were holding on to other boogieing and just dragging these kids around. Twisty's special room. Yeah, we don't want to know what happens there after the camera turns off.
That just sounds right.
However, there is one room that we want to see. We want to hear one more story. Dun 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 dun. The last photo. Boom! There is a mohawk. There's a toilet. There looks like a very drunk TwistyShape.
This was my leaving do for Oz. And I was having a fucking great evening. It was fantastic until a friend turned up who had been a drinking buddy for some years, and he was late. So he gets to the bar and he's like, I've got to catch up. I'll get a shot, but you've got to do them for me. And I was like, yes, fine. We were drinking at the bar that I worked in, so he was like, what is the strongest alcohol you've got? And they're like, oh, I don't really know. And he's like, right, fine. we'll have 4 shots of your top shelf gin, please. And I've never drank them before in my life. So we got them all lined up, and after necking both of those, the entire fucking world just went woof. And I was like, I need to go home because I'm going violently sick. On the way home, they walked me into a lamppost, just fall straight on. I was crying about having lost my my passport.
Oh god.
And I hadn't anything. I was alright, fine. And I made it to our bathroom picture. And for the next 2 hours, I probably spent it over that toilet with most of them, my mates, sat there throwing bits of bread at me. Being like, eat that and you'll sober up, you bastard.
Hey, it works.
So I passed out for about 2 more hours. I woke up at about 8, 9. We went to our favourite rock club and got a round of drinks in. I took 1 gulp and was like, I need a glass of water, I'm going to be sick. And I couldn't drink any more for the rest of that night.
Oh. Is this you? Yeah. So is this photo of you cleaning your own sick up?
No, I don't know. Possibly. I think I was still very violently sick in amongst that picture. Probably right before and right after as well.
You do look very, very, very rough.
I was very fucking ill. Very, very ill.
How were you the next morning? It was a beautiful
day as well. Fucking oh yeah, probably don't. I don't remember it. I was not a happy bunny. I remember that much. I think I was alright because I'd slept already and I just drank shitloads of water because I had to catch a plane.
Wait, so you were flying literally the next day?
Yeah, flying the next day.
Sake.
Oh no, I think I went down. No, I went down to my grandparents for 2 days and then flew. They gave me a lift and I flew after that. So no, I was alright. Because I remember I left. I had this leather jacket that I'd had for years, and it's always been the style. It is like the after a while, the style that I got was sort of like the beard and the leather jackets and the boots and everything like that. And I fucking left it behind.
Oh,
I was so pissed.
Oh god. So pissed. In fact, actually, in that photo, well, leading on to something else is I was curious as to what other tattoos you have, because obviously you've got your ones on your left arm, the stars.
Yeah, so I got the stars on my left arm. I've got the Linkin Park symbol on my hand.
Yep.
I've got the One Ring inscription going down my right calf. I have the tattoo from Mirror's Edge going down my right hand side of my ribcage. And I've got another one that I'm not going to say about because it's fucking embarrassing. Because it's absolutely fucking dire.
Alright, chat. I know TwistyShape has a wheel spin, and that's every time someone subscribes, right?
That's correct, yeah.
And there is truth and dare in those, aren't there?
There is, yeah. We've got rid of that now, but there was,
yeah. See, I was going to suggest that either you dare him to show this unknown tattoo or be truthful about it, but apparently he's a bit quick on the mark.
Okay, I'll tell you what. So when I was the first ever tattoo I got, and this is I'm giving you as many fucking excuses as I could. It was 20 quid from The Apprentice, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. And I have I can't show. I'm not going to show it.
Where is it first then?
I have a tribal sunburst around my left nipple.
Are you sure you don't want to show it?
100% sure. 100. If I was in better shape, I'd be like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. But no.
Nah, you're better. You're definitely in better shape than Millie, so it's all good.
No, I'm not showing that tattoo.
Is that this? Yeah, I have a nipple tattoo. I don't want to have it anymore.
Yeah. You probably find a picture of it on Facebook.
I don't have connections to the Facebook, unfortunately.
Topless pictures. Let me find you one. But I have every intention of getting it lasered off. In fact, I plan to possibly get my entire torso lasered. Because I've learnt how to actually structure tattoos and stuff across your body these days, and I want to redo my entire upper body.
That's pretty cool, then.
Well,
see, I've always spoke about getting tattoos, and I've never actually had the balls to do it and get it.
Yeah, fair. It is definitely something that I have ever since recommended that you put in plenty of thought about it.
Yeah. It's always cool when it has
But
a bit of meaning and a bit of story behind them as well.
yeah, I think these days that's sort of gone with the fishes a little bit because tattoos are quite fashionable these
Yeah,
days.
this is true.
What I would recommend more so is just know what you want and plan your lot because your body will change something like that, and if you haven't planned out where everything's gonna go,
Yeah.
you'll probably find that you won't necessarily run out of space, but you'll be like, ah, fuck, I can't quite put that there
Yeah.
and stuff. Um,
To be fair, I've only ever thought of one that I want. That was a wolf. I'd probably get it on my arm, just on the outside, and that would
yeah,
I'd get the Lycan wolf from Dota 2 because I played for the Edinburgh Wolves. I like Dota 2, and it kind of has both of them together.
yeah. See, that works. My next one is um the God of War Omega symbol from the latest God of War game.
Cool.
I'm gonna have that at the base of my neck. Is the plan.
Pretty cool when people have them like that. I have a friend who has a Dota 1 on his arm and stuff like that. And they are really cool when people get them done properly and done well.
So I think this is the best I can get you because I can't seem to find the other one. Proper. It's got both my chest tattoos on that you vaguely. I'll send it to you over the Discords. Yeah, you can only just see it.
Yeah. You look well different there.
Oh yeah, that was back in New Zealand.
This will put on Bish Bash Boss, and we'll zoom in a little bit. Yeah, you can just see it. That's pretty cool though. It's actually not that bad.
It's pretty fucking bad, mate. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty fucking bad. So yeah, I want to get rid of probably not the Mirror's Edge tattoo. That does need a bit of work doing to it. But I want to get rid of the left nipple.
Yep. Fair, that's fair. Especially,
yeah,
it was your first one, and the fact that these days you can make these changes now, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, I need to get it done now. So
I love
Mirror's Edge was one of my
Select's
first
amazing.
ever games that I ever wanted. So, first ever games that made me wanted to get into video games and all that sort of stuff. So, that's why I got the Mirror's Edge tattoo. I was originally going to have it as a sleeve, but if I could ever raise the money one day, what I actually want for my right arm sleeve, why I haven't got any tattoos on my right arm, is I want from shoulder to first row of knuckles is full Iron Man armor going down my arm.
Right,
so it looks like I've got Iron Man armor.
Kind of cool, actually. Some people do have these days, especially if you can find the right artists and stuff. Some people do that shit really, really well.
Yeah, so there's a guy that I want called Marcus Leonard who does it, who goes by the name Lux Alt Era. Get you a link from the chat.
Yeah, we'll pop up.
He does phenomenal sort of tattoos that look like scales and armor and stuff. And I've just dropped his Instagram in chat. He does full leg and arm tattoos that look like they are bionic or like creature armor and stuff. Some of them are really cool. If I could get the money together, that's probably who I would get tattooed by. But they're very, very sick.
Yeah, they are. I'm just looking through it on the stream. I'll just have one.
But yeah, it's one of those things where, again, when I was younger, I just fucking went with stuff. But again, like what I've done with streaming, I've decided that it's one of those things that it's like, I can't get rid of it. So now I actually need to sit there and be like, right, I need to plan this, put thought and research and stuff into it.
It does actually have some really awesome work, and hopefully, likely would be really good at probably creating what you're wanting.
Would be awesome. But I was looking at price ranges, and I'm generally looking at least $2,000 or so for my arm.
It's going to be such a long time. It'd be quite expensive as well.
Fuck yeah, dude. So at least 3 sittings of 8 hours minimum.
Oh well, at least you have a goal at least. And sometimes some people like these sort of things. I suppose because it's the full arm and because it's all the same style, you kind of do want to get it all done as soon as you can. You don't want to be having like part done and.
So it would probably have to be like an 8-hour sitting for the line work, wait
Yeah.
for that to all heal, then an 8-hour sitting for the shading, and then wait for that to heal, then an 8-hour sitting for the color. It's like, fuck, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't even never had one. I know it's hard. I know like certain areas like where it's close to the bone, like the elbow would be agonizing.
Yeah. Elbow suck. Well, elbow would suck. Rib cage was certain parts were fucking painful, certain parts were alright,
Yeah.
but it was not funny. 8 hours pure black all the way down was fucking horrid.
Funny enough, actually, when you mentioned Mirror's Edge, I've never played Mirror's Edge. In fact, I played the trial on the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
I went back home. When I went back home, I found out that my girlfriend's flatmate bought Mirror's Edge for the Xbox. But it's sitting there at home, so I actually need to try and play it.
Highly recommend it. It's really, really good. Mirror's Edge 2, it's alright, but Mirror's Edge 1 is mint.
So it makes me actually wonder then, what was your first ever console?
My first ever console was the Sega Mega Drive 2. I think it was the 2 or the Sega Mega Drive.
Yeah. That's kind of before my memory, so I actually don't. I've never played that.
Makes you sound old. Other than that, it was the PS1.
Yeah, PS1 was my biggest one. To be fair, my parents were fucking hilarious though. So I wanted the PlayStation 1 for my birthday. I can't remember which birthday it was. But they were like, alright, we're going to use this as a chance to teach you about money. So they all gave me money and made me go into the shop and hand all that money over. Buy the PlayStation 1. Which was quite good actually, and taught me about the value of things. I was definitely happy buying that.
Yeah, as a kid, it's like, wow, I've never seen this much money in all my life, and it's all gone now.
Yeah, I learned how taxes worked at a very young age.
Ouch.
But no, that PS1 was one of my favorite ones. Do you go then Xbox 360 after that?
PS1, and then I had original Xbox, PS2, GameCube.
Oh, yeah, it was PS2, wasn't it then? Yeah.
Yeah. And then Xbox 360, then PS3, then Switch. Got a Switch for free.
Oh, nice.
And then dropped everything because I was traveling, so I stuck my laptop / PC. And the only console I bought of the latest generation is the PS4.
Did you mean to say Switch?
I meant Wii. We have a Switch now.
Yes.
Emma's got a Switch now.
I really, really want to get a Switch. I think
it's alright.
I think the mobility of it is for me.
Yeah, 100%. I would always say get a PS4. If you want it for the games, get a PS4. If you want it for portability, get a Switch. I used to be a hardcore Xbox fan. I used to be like, Xbox is the best. It's the dog's bollocks. It's going to be awesome. And now when I see all the first party titles coming out for like the PS4.
Yeah. They've been killing it lately.
Yeah, 100%. It's fucking awesome. So good.
One of the best games that have ever come out.
Yeah, like God of War is winning a ridiculous amount of awards and stuff. It's a fantastic game.
Spider-Man obviously was another phenomenal game that came out.
Yeah, Spider-Man was great. I've been saying on my Days Gone stream, like if God of War is your 10, I would say Spider-Man is your 8, and then I'd say Days Gone is definitely like your 6, your 7, where it's just about like really sort of game, kind of like the Uncharted series as well.
Yeah, very cool then. Especially since you found it. But I do love that you're obviously going to notice these little flaws and stuff, especially when you've played so many games. I suppose you end up starting to pick up on these things a lot.
Yeah, I played too many games, man. I studied in university making video games and stuff as well, so pulling them apart comes a little bit easier because it's like, well, I because I've studied it, I can see where things aren't working properly. So it and like how people have designed it and if they haven't designed it very well and stuff like that. So it's probably one of the reasons why I have such high standards is because I'm like, well, that's just kind of lazy design and stuff like that.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. I suppose I'm kind of coming to the. Oh, old man Millie coming in with a question.
I went to Teesside University.
Oh, you didn't, did you?
Middlesbrough. I did.
Fuck Teesside.
Why? Not a fan of their American football team?
Nah, I'm not a fan. Trying to think.
Well, if I remember rightly, they've got quite a good one.
They're doing okay. They're not great these days. They're like,
yeah.
To be fair, they beat us the last 2 years when we should have been the feed us in last seconds. Like they seem to be like our trip up team. It's really weird, really annoying.
Yeah, I used to know the captain of the American football team back when I was
that's pretty cool.
Fair few years ago now, though.
Yeah, they might have been really good back in the day.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Back in my day.
Yeah, because it's been a while now, has it not?
6 years.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Here, my high school had their 10-year anniversary, like leaving Saturday.
Jesus. Did you go to it? Obviously not.
No, but I was home. I didn't go to it. I didn't. I have like one friend from high school, and that's because he plays American football with me.
I'd like to go back now because it's like you got pregnant with a kid when you left school. You got pregnant with a kid when you left school. You now still live with your parents at the age of 30.
Hey.
Not what I'm doing.
All right. Firstly, then you tell me I'm old. I'm still young and youthful. You're like you're in your rocking chair, and I still live at home. Well, technically.
Well, you're not living at home right now, are you?
No, I'm not. No. And to be fair, for the last like 8 months, I was technically living at the girlfriend's. I was mooching off her. But no, my goal was to try and like save up for like a deposit and stuff so I could buy a house. Where's your hit? Fuck off.
So that's the thing that I went straight into renting.
Yeah.
And I kind of regret renting so much. I should have saved for a house.
Yeah, I rented for 1 year at university, and I went back home and I was like, nah, I do not like giving people my money to live.
I see. I kind of have it quite cruisy because my parents own my flat, so I rent off my parents.
Okay, let's see that. At least I wouldn't mind that. I'd be just, especially in Edinburgh, it's so stupidly expensive.
Oh, dude, so I've heard. Although I've been kind of umming about maybe moving up to Scotland, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Pretty cool. Wow, I do recommend Edinburgh. If it is a lovely city, if you can afford it. To be fair, you can actually live on the outskirts, and the traffic's pretty bad, but you do get really cool things.
I've got a few friends who live in different places around Scotland, but we're actually up in Edinburgh or Glasgow at the end of the year because we're going to go see what's it called? Nightmare Before Christmas live.
Oh, that's pretty cool then.
Yeah, sounds pretty awesome.
Well, if you're in Edinburgh, let me know because I'll be home by then as well.
Will do. Definitely.
Yeah, I think we're kind of coming to the end of it. We've had a really, really good chat. There's been lots of Glasgow, ya fanny. Just if anyone offers you a kiss in Glasgow, you didn't take it.
Oh yeah, I know all too well about the Glasgow kiss.
But yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the stream, by the way.
Thank you for having me.
Really good fun. I think we're actually going to play some Apex Legends together, aren't we? You have it installed. I'm quite looking forward to that. I can't say I'm going to be very good at it, I believe. So I'm going to try not embarrass myself too much, but it should be good fun.
I will try.
But for the time being, I think we'll probably need a little break because I think I need to go to the toilet.
Yeah, that's fine, mate.
So I'll give you this final chance if you want to quickly promote yourself, plug yourself, anything that's coming up or that, just take this moment.
Yeah, so for the rest of this week, we've got Days Gone coming up at 7 o'clock or 7:30 on Wednesday and Friday. If you guys haven't seen Days Gone, it is a fantastic action-adventure game set in the Oregon apocalypse in the American backyard. We've also got a community night day thing happening with a new Sea of Thieves anniversary update coming this Sunday as well. Highly recommend checking them both out because they're just such fantastic games. If you haven't checked me out yet, make sure to check me out at TwistyShape on Twitter because I'll be telling you all about upcoming events, etc. soon. That's
really embarrassing for me.
Why?
I wonder. It's because there's actually, this is meant to be on a timer, and I did I set up the command and didn't put the timer on. That's really shit. Fuck. Don't mind me. But yeah, definitely go check him out. It legit is awesome. Done some amazing things with his stream. And obviously, we've just had the pleasure of speaking to him for almost 2 hours now. And it's
I know, man. Feels like 5 minutes.
It has been class. We've got some great photos, so I'm going to have to thank Emma for those.
Another quick thing as well, if ever anybody is looking for advice or wants to talk about streaming and the theory behind streaming, I'm always down for conversations about that sort of stuff, so my DMs are always open. Yeah,
definitely. And obviously, even sometimes if you have an idea, it's always a really good idea to bounce it off some 100%. People. And TwistyShape's always going to give like a valid, like really good opinion or maybe some advice on how to change things up. There's a lot of people out there who are sometimes just like yes people, and they're like, oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do.
Especially if you've
Down you go.
Sure, go.
Definitely, if you're looking for something like you're not really sure, maybe you're looking for something that might give it that perfect edge or finish it, Twisty is definitely going to be able to give you some great advice on that.
Yeah, I love to get involved in stuff like that. If you've got like an awesome idea and you don't know how to make it pop, or you're not sure how to bring something to fruition, I'm always happy to help out and I'm in the right direction of where you can go to make something as badass as you want it to be.
Yep, because I'm going to be messaging you tomorrow because I actually have something big coming up that I'll need to get your opinion on. Actually, it's going to be completely brand new thing, so hopefully I really like the idea, but trying to implement it's going to probably take a bit of effort, but I'm going to look forward to it. So yeah, I think we're going to go for a little break. However, instead of actually, I think we might put ourselves on a 5-minute break, and the reason being is I'm going to leave you with this. And it's going to be TwistyShape's little video. You know, your promo video. I'm going to stick that on.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you very much, man.
Actually, I'm trying to think what's the best way. You might be able to do it as a browser source.
Yeah, you can do it as a browser source, but that will have the outline. YouTube outline.
It was more just so we could mute ourselves.
Do the browser source put over top.
Just do it as a browser source. Alright, let me just quickly set this up and then that'll give us time. So you get to check out some more awesome clips from this amazing man, and then...
No, such nice words.
Well, see when you like... These things have been amazing. I honestly love doing this shit, eh?
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's really nice to actually be invited onto things like this.
Oh, fuck.
What did you do?
Oh, it's playing in it. That's alright. I can hear the video playing, and I'm like, oh, it's coming from the stream. Actually, I think it is. What the fuck? Stop. Right, pro streamer. Nope, I don't know how to stop it. Stop. I don't know how to stop this. Okay, not pro streamer. Browser source, not the best idea. Because I think it was playing in my desktop audio, so it was coming through my headphones, which was coming through the stream. Not the best thing.
Do it as a desktop source and like a window source.
Capture. I could just do like that and I'll just mute you. You'll be away for a second. Alright, okay, we'll just do that. God, that was a brutal. I just like, you know when you get those moments you're just like panicking, I just don't know how to stop it.
Oh yes.
Right, here we go. Alright guys, we're going to go for a quick break and then we're going to come back with some Apex Legends. Of course you're going to get this awesome video to check out. So, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. Alright, enjoy.
No, reload! They're behind us as well. Ow, 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 ow. Bad touch, bad touch, bad touch, bad touch!
Fatality.
Right, so I'm out of cinders to use now as well, which has kind of fucked me a little bit. No!
Fuck the monkey, you twat.
So dead.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, you fuck! Oh, you fuck!
Jesus!
Forwards, mighty steed! Oh!
There you are, fucking Santa.
Oh god!
He's landed! Oh, he's landed!
Right, meds.
Oh, we are fucked. We are fucked. Oh god! Oh god!
Oh shit, it works.
Mistakes were made, mistakes were made, mistakes were made!
Oh, fuck me! Oh god, oh god, oh god! Oh, you fucker! Just want to get between your legs. It's not my smartest move. Oh my god, now the turkey's just on fire and angry. Oh god!
Latest beach. Oh, this is cool. Oh, not so cool. Got a tree egg. Otherwise known as a seed. Oh, I thought you were going to get impaled on the guardrail for a second. Nah, I got this, man. Trust me. Oh, shit! Remember that statement that I just said? Go, my mighty steed, go! Jump, glide, Well, that was just like watching a fucking car crash happen in slow-mo.
Oh! Boom! Headshot!
I want to turn around. No! Stop crying, touch my thing. That's weird, I'm pretty certain I said that last night. Rebird porn. Right, it's got a little cross like a puckered asshole. Can't have just said that live on Twitch. Oh.
I'll find a gun.
Got him.
See any others or just that guy?
Just this guy.
Okay.
Nice mates with him.
What about
Yeah, I'm at half health. These two containers with me. Help, dude. There's two. There's no crouch through the front door, you'll be fine. Nah, I'm more of a fan of going through the rear door.
Oh my.
I'm not sexy yet.
Oh, we are back. We are having webcam issues because I forgot that it doesn't like it when you use it on Discord and then you come back and to use it on this and it does not like it. Oh, come on, Gate. Come on, man. Alright. Twisty, you there? Okay. Twisty is not there at the moment, but we will start setting up Apex Legends. I need to go into Origin. Now I'll try and sort out this webcam issue quickly. Ta-da! Now, this Origin is loading up. I actually don't even think I've. I was going to say I don't have Twisty as a friend on Steam, but it's not even on Steam, is it? Here we go. There we go. Cam's back. Easy days. I cannot hear you. Oh, I know why. Hello! I can hear you.
Hey,
probably.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I was just being an idiot. I muted you, so it was just like if you were. Then I forgot that I'd muted you.
So one of the most embarrassing things about that, and it just shows that I'm always doing it because of streaming, is if you look on all those clips, the cam of my webcam is such shitty definition. That's because I only just realised that my camera wasn't actually set up to record in HD definition.
Oh.
It's actually set up as a custom aspect ratio, which is why my camera always came across pixelated as fuck.
What was
yet
it?
Now is
Into 1920 1080 highest FPS. Well, that's what mine just got set at, but
right.
I'm excited for this. Some Apex Legends. I've not played this since like it not long came out, so.
What was your name on Apex Origin?
I think it's probably just. You know, it'd be like franchise with an S. Oh no, it's franchise 1140 with a Z.
So the same as always, yeah.
Yeah, classic branding, isn't it? Branding.
Yeah, true, true.
Oh, and on that note, I might actually turn all my commands back on.
There you go. I just sent you a friend request.
Sweet. Mine's just loading at the moment, so yeah, I've been working very hard on some of these new commands I've been working on, which is quite nice. Oh, that's settings. Some pretty cool things actually. Right. Your properties. Is that too?
I'm not supposed to be on screen at the moment, am I?
No, you're not on screen. You're good.
No. Cool.
It's like so much effort, and I think it would kill my computer. So spooky. I look like I'm about to do a horror stream. I think it's because I had to close my blinds. I need to get this light fixed.
Depending how well these games could go, we could be doing a horror stream.
Alright, I think the game has crashed for me. Oh no, we're in. Woohoo! Alright, so I should have a friend request from TwistyShape. Somewhere.
Apparently you can now link your Steam accounts. I did not know that.
Yeah, I think that was something that... I think they've had that for a while, haven't they?
Fuck that, dude.
Alright.
It's been a while since I played.
I actually don't even know how to get to my friends list on this game, on this thing. Where did you even add me as a friend, or how?
It should just be in your friends list now. Bottom right hand corner of the display of the Origin launcher.
Oh, the Origin launcher.
Not Uplay. That's
Oh yeah, I see it now. I see it now. Bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo, bango.
Cool. Right, Sam.
So this Octane's the newest hero that they brought out. It's probably been out for a wee while, has it not?
Since the pass came out, yeah. I've got him, but I don't like him.
Is that your go-to? Lifeline?
Yeah, Lifeline is my girl.
Yeah, she seems pretty handy. That res shield that she has is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah. Sick.
I usually
either Lifeline or Bangalore.
Yes, Bangalore. So mine's are Bloodhound or Bangalore, and it's because I rate in games like this. I always rate heavily, like mobility and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And vision. So.
Well, Gibraltar and fuck, the guy who puts down the poison shit has been upgraded recently.
All right. Okay.
So they can take more damage.
See, I've never been a big tank.
Yeah, fair. I used to be a tank main in World of Warcraft, but
yeah, that was not my thing.
Dyer's brought up a cool character, Mirage. Mirage was fucking.
Harder, faster, stronger.
I actually don't know who I'm gonna go. I'll probably just go Bloodhound.
Join me, fellow fighter. Fight strong.
Oops, I didn't mean to escape there. Right, I think I need to turn my game sounds down a little bit when we get in.
All good with me.
Did you see someone did a Lifeline? Oh, what are they fucking called when you like dress up as a character?
Cosplay.
Yeah, and then people were shitting on her for it.
Yeah, because she did blackface.
Yeah.
This is your
I didn't get that.
Just want to give a shout out to
Oh
all my
fuck.
fans watching. What's up?
Champion squad.
Yeah, I won my last game that I played.
Ah, nice. Let's quickly do my audio settings. There we go.
Let's land here.
I'll go wherever you suggest. I do dumb shit like I try and land on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love that. I just like go run in and try and grab as much weapons as I can. Just get in there heavy, hard. That's usually when I'm not trying to win, I suppose. It's probably the big time. I actually forgot how to play this game a little bit.
You'll be alright.
Sure. Pretty simple stuff. Just shoot.
I think D-Time0 is trying to chat to you in chat.
Oh, fucking hell! Do you know when my chat had actually like stopped? So I must have like scrolled a little bit and it's not actually chatted in a while. Fuck me. Yeah, I know my light's casting an epic shadow, but it's either that or this. And this is just kind of freaky, so I've just kind of got my phone torch out at the minute. But yeah, it was just on purpose. Just kind of makes it kills my computer if we don't actually have I have his cam off. You can still hear the wonderful man. And Franchize TV was fucking phenomenal. But it helps when you have such awesome guests on. It's easy.
Oh, thanks, man.
Do you know what? When all I have to do is keep prodding to ask for questions because people are so interested, and you can't just get. I think I've got the Mozambique. Ass. Don't know. I know there's memes about it.
There is. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, actually, I think I like that one. Alright, I have no idea.
I think we landed on our own, so we should be alright.
Alright, what weapons are? Right, I cannot promise that you're going to be getting any good plays from me, but we're going to try and make sure that we're getting a good view of what TwistyShape's up to. Oh, sweet, purple armor. I can complain with that.
So my biggest recommendation is once you finish, if you run and slide, always jump at the end.
Alright, okay.
Because you don't lose momentum that way, and that way because if you run, slide, and then go back into sprint, you'll lose momentum, but if you jump, you won't.
I felt like I instantly felt that. That was pretty good. Here, you want, I've got a big shield battery, you want one?
No, I've got two.
Okay. Sound like that.
Oh, fuck, I was almost fucking killed myself.
I think you would have been fine. I did not know about that, but like that jump thing, by the way, is phenomenal news.
Mint, innit?
Twisty, I don't think Twisty's streaming at the moment, are you?
I'm not, no.
He's just chilling, having fun.
Just chilling today.
He is back tomorrow, so don't worry. You'll get your plenty of TwistyShape.
People.
Sweet. I can't wait to die.
Be aware of the new kill leader. Marking our surroundings.
They are in this house.
Flag grenade set.
Oh,
Where is he? Upstairs.
yeah.
Alright, I'll get this guy.
Got
down.
him.
Right, there's clearly someone else still kicking about.
There is still one more.
I think he's killing me at the moment.
Just charging my shields.
I actually probably could do with a...
My drone's out here.
Oh, sweet. I'm alright, I'm just needing my shield up.
He was in the other building though.
I needed a helmet. There we go. Actually worked out quite nicely. Level 2 backpack here.
Level 1.
Yep. Ah, motherfucker.
To be fair, you are right. It would be an awesome cross stream. But you still get the enjoyment of having Twisty here. So, and his pleasure.
There was a second guy. Well, there was a third guy here, but I don't know where he's gone. So just an eye out.
Legged it, or he possibly quit.
He might be hanging out, waiting to get his mates back up.
Revenge. Oh yeah, actually. I forgot that was a thing. That was actually quite an interesting thing. I did love that Fortnite introduced it straight away afterwards, or as soon as they could.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty fucking cat. It's like, Fortnite do it. That means we can do it, right? Sorry,
Apex.
Apex does it. That means we can do it.
I fucking almost shot you there for a second.
Lol.
One is inside.
Probably would have got myself
So I
spanked.
almost did exactly the fucking same to you as well. Whipped round and I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, fucker. Right, my alerts are a bit loud, and I just fucking shat myself.
We best catch.
Yeah, I'm
You
tempted.
wanna-
Do I want to keep this Peacekeeper? Nah, I'm just gonna go with what I'm riding with. Go with what I'm riding with. But yes, thank you very much for that follow. It's very much appreciated. I did shit myself.
I'm rocking Hemlock and R99.
Flatline G7. G7 is one of my favorite weapons though.
I need to get extended. No, fuck it, press one button.
What were you trying to do?
I was trying to. I couldn't remember how to change fucking med pack. It's been a while.
Yeah, because you were playing this and streaming this for a wee while, weren't you?
I was, but I am sadly not MLG enough to. Bingo, that's what I wanted.
Oh, the carbine.
R301, fucking best gun in the game, mate.
To be fair, I quite agree with you that. Yeah, my usual ones I try and go for is the 301 and the G7. Usually quite a good combo to go for.
Yep. I like the shotgun games. The only battle royale games where I actually like the shotgun.
Yeah. That's why I was really unsure if I should have probably taken that Peacekeeper.
See, I never really bother running in sniper rifles in this because all the fights tend to get quite close quite quickly.
There's a few people who do like to actually like snipe, but just not for me on this one. I quite enjoy it on PUBG.
Yeah, PUBG, I get it. PUBG's
satisfying.
Fish though. Oh, dude, it's so fucking satisfying. The only sniper I bother using is the Kruger or whatever it's called. The golden one.
You know, there's been people over here recently, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they landed here. 28 seconds ago, I suppose it's still quite well.
Time for fucked off somewhere else.
Was that you?
Yeah, it's mine.
I was like ready to go scrapping.
Lockdown shield here. Level 2.
Don't have a havoc.
There is somebody scrapping. I'm trying to actually see what that is, but I can't get eyes on.
I think they're like down.
Motherfucker!
What did you mean to fall?
No, he put his jump pad underneath me. It's alright, I caught the zip line.
Yeah, I saw that. It would look pretty cool. Yeah, I think down in the top, like, yeah, where the he's pinged. Probably the best way to do it. I think we're still.
That was the best thing about this game, was the pings.
Yeah, it was phenomenal when it came out. It still is phenomenal. They did set the bar on a couple of things.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it's going down.
Yeah.
I actually don't even know if we're in the right place in the map. Oh, we're actually running away from it.
We're actually running away from the circle, but it's alright, because they've got to come towards us anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, I see them. They're quite far away still, aren't they?
Yeah, we're kind of. We're being fucking brave.
Yeah, we are.
Break our armor.
I'm gonna try and get up here and get a bit of high ground advantage.
Yeah.
Not far from me.
He's pushing you.
Broke his armor.
He's down. Watching the house.
I'm gonna quickly heal up.
We need to run.
Oh shit! Behind us. Behind me. I'm reviving our friend.
Yeah, just not on the other one.
Cool.
Whereabouts behind us were they?
Oh no, sorry, it was Stevie was needing picked up.
Ah, okay.
Hey, he's like kept pinging his shield. I was like, oh, sorry, bro.
There's a third out there.
Yeah. He's over next to the.
Can you ping him?
Yeah, he's just over. Oh fuck. Alright, that was one. There's actually another group here with us. I'm picking up our friend, but there is definitely another group in here with us.
Yeah. One moving towards your position, so be careful.
Oh yeah, I see him. He was just here, wasn't he?
Yeah, we need to leave.
Yep. I can pick up. Someone else just seemed to have cleared him out already. Alright, I can shield up later.
Yeah.
I think we go alright. Isn't going well, alright. I don't want to use the syringe yet, I think it's probably a bit... Oh,
Stevie, run you.
Probably gonna have to leave Stevie.
Yeah, 100%.
We're just backing out, just slowly, just keep.
He ain't gonna hit us from there, he's only got a shotgun.
He's also gonna be struggling for himself. Shit, where's the...
Cool, he killed himself to get Stevie.
Oh, this would make me run faster, I thought it did. Fuck.
Just put your gun away and crouch and
Yeah.
jump, crouch and jump, crouch and jump.
I actually don't even know where I'm going. Oh shit. I didn't realise it wasn't taking my shield down first.
Take
No!
health down.
Fuck! I'm down. You just leave me, just leave me.
Yeah.
Ah, that's so dumb. Damn it, I thought I would take my shield down first for some reason. I'm gonna keep trying to work my way towards you and just try and do as far as I can. Like, get back in the ring. Yes, I know to get back in the ring. I'm very much trying that right now. I actually might make it. We're not far away. Old man Millie, you are right, my friend. It's not really.
It's struggling.
Without old man Millie, we haven't like our senses aren't on as much to like actually try a bit harder. I bet you I die just as I'm about to like get into the ring. Means you can revive me, I suppose.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so close. This is so disgusting. Does that actually stop? Oh, you're a fucker, by the way. That's some play. Oh. Oh.
Get healed.
Well, there we go, folks. That was beautiful. Is syringe full health, or is it just a little bit? I think it's just a little bit. Yeah.
Syringe is a little bit. Med kit is full health.
My 2 shield cells, and we're good. I'm in Twisty's hands, and right now he just saved my ass, an absolute fucker. I actually have no... I've got 2 shield cells, and that's it right now.
It's alright.
But thankfully I've got like decent
Shots to
armor.
our left.
All Twisty, shall we? Here we go. Oh, fuck.
Thought I heard footsteps over here, so just be careful. Let them fight. We can't fight at the moment because we're a man down.
Yep. And we're...
Which is a shame, because we probably had some tasty stuff. I need to get rid of my secondary weapon. I've got a hemlock with like fucking 3 bullets. About as much use as tits in a fish. They're definitely still fighting up there because the shots just came over the hill.
Yeah, I see the shots just coming out. I think if we get right to where I'm going right now, I think we're going to be around the edge of...
Nope. I'm getting
someone...
shot.
Yeah, from the building.
Don't bother trying to fight him.
Nah, I'm not.
Whoops.
Oh, there's someone right in front of me. There's a group.
Come up
Oh,
here to me.
Am I crouching or something? I just feel really slow. There's a lot going on right now.
One's downed. One's dead.
There's a guy just down here.
Yeah, I just saw him run. Watch the rear, because they're going to be pushing up behind us now. A sniper took that guy out, so...
Probably being watched. Probably waiting for us to try and grab this.
Well, I'm going to need to get rid of my weapon. Oh well, he had the same fucking guns as I did.
Alright, cool, perfect. Shot fires just from... over here.
Yeah, he's there.
Oh.
What the fuck? Oh, there's a guy up.
Yeah, there's quite a lot going on, isn't there? Oh, someone up high.
Yeah. That's what I meant by a guy up. Sorry, I was.
Ah, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. That's because I saw a guy when I came round.
He's still up there.
Taking fire from somewhere. Fuck.
I'm downed.
We're not gonna be able to save you, am I?
I mean, sure.
Might as well try.
I will assist you.
We need to get out of here.
Yep. Just charge on the hill.
Good looking now.
I can go first.
Yeah. Back where we came from. He's got a triple take, that's why. Toodles, bitches!
Can I get on the other side of this building? I can. I think there's gonna be a team down here, like, but.
Watch out, we split up.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Not too far from you.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What?
There's a guy in front of me.
Oh yeah, I see him. Come in.
Got a peacekeeper, out.
Gonna try and wrap around him.
Yep, I'm getting shot from behind. His shield's broken. I'm down, but his shield's broken.
I got him.
Good job. He died instantly.
Yeah. Woof! Don't no tits and fish is a good takeaway.
Good, just
Okay,
I need, I'm gonna take his body shield. It gives me some body shield. Med kits and your shield batteries. Shitloads of shield batteries in this guy if you need them.
I might take a couple. Alright, we're last 4 squads.
Cool, back to full health. Take the light rounds. Ah, good.
Alright, let's see what else we got.
Give me a peacekeeper.
Knockdown shield. Super stock, why not? Invul heavy mag, med kit, shield battery, frag grenade.
Time to go.
Yep.
Because this is gonna hurt if we get stuck in this circle.
Yep. How far? We're not far from.
Not far from circle at all.
It's a bit ugly though, isn't it?
No, should be alright. They're still fighting in there, so that gives us a chance to get in ground.
Yep. Alright, we're inside now anyway, so.
Yep. In front.
Boom! Straight down.
Light rounds, purple body armor, and purple helmet. Fucking finally.
Alright, I'm just getting my shield up because I got hit hard there. I'm gonna try and go into this.
Above me, I think.
Oh, behind us! Behind you!
Oh,
Behind you! Behind
me.
you! Alright, I don't think he knows where I am, so I'm gonna try and flank him.
Yep.
Knows where I am. Got a shotgun maybe?
He's down.
Not
Dead.
instantly though, is he?
No.
Gonna heal up again. Because that's all apparently I spend time doing.
That.
I'm gonna use my small ones now so it's not. So I can save my big ones for later.
Yep.
Alright, cool. I am good to go, and I'm gonna use my ult as well as we go into this.
I have way too much ammunition.
Alright, 2 squads left, us 2, and them.
Yeah, I can see him. But they have the high ground, and it can break full right. Just get in the group, get in the area.
The ring is close.
Make them come to us.
Yeah. Realised I didn't pick up enough ammo, so I'm going with this G7 only.
What ammo do you need?
Whatever flatline is, the energy one I think it is.
It's heavy for the up. Hit his shield hard. Gibraltar's shield's down.
Shit, I've been hit hard by a grenade, so I'm just gonna big shield up, and I'll join you in a second. They do need to come to us, which is the benefit, isn't it? Right, you hold the right, I'll hold the left. Should be alright.
Yep, just trying to get shots on this Gibraltar, keep his shields down.
Yeah, they're having to move to us in a second.
They're moving down the hill now.
Knocked down 1.
Yep.
Boom!
Fuck yeah!
Hell yeah! Oh, that was legit.
You are the Apex champions.
And that Stevie quit too. He should have stuck around. Because he wouldn't have got the points.
Oh man. Woof. Oh man, that was so much fun. Oh.
Fuck it, close.
Fucking hell. That's the best, like, that's the most fun I've had in an Apex gaming ever.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, that's the first time I've actually been playing and I'm like, oh my god, my heart's beating. Oh, you fucker. Oh, fuck. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much, TwistyShape. I helped him win that first game. Oh, you fucker.
Well done, man. Well done.
I can't believe you saved my ass when I was like...
I can't believe I saved your ass either. Fuck that guy, I am out.
I couldn't believe I managed to make it that far. Oh, that was sweet. Oh, that was so satisfying. Oh.
Yeah, we got to win on this game, man. I must admit, it's like, I know you play a lot of Overwatch, but I used to love Overwatch, but I have not found a game since when I first started playing online that has made my heart beat so fucking hard than Apex Legends, man.
I used to get it with fucking PUBG. That one really gave me...
Yeah, dude. Yeah, 100%. I think I like the colours and everything a bit more in Apex.
Yeah, and I like the mobility and the abilities and stuff. I think it adds a nice little bit.
100%. I unfortunately am gonna have to leave it on a high and love you and leave you for it, though, my man.
Yeah, no problem. All right, well, I'm happy just to end it there as well. Then, since you're obviously a phenomenal guest to join me today, you get the pleasure of choosing who we're gonna raid. Then, it's something that I like to do.
Okay, awesome. Let's see. God, I think you should.
So yeah, thank you very much for everyone who's hung around for this Franchise TV today. I'm going to drop the links to TwistyShape, which I'm assuming, and we'll know you're already following him already. Oh, that is the wrong display capture.
I think we should raid KT120.
Oh, Katie is a solid one.
Cool.
I was wondering why I was like, I'll pick her name up. So guys, we're going to go catch Katie, who is playing, she's still playing Assassin's Creed Origin. She's been playing this for a wee while, so she's coming near the end of it. Last time I checked out, she was doing some side quests and stuff, but it is obviously awesome. So yeah, thank you very much for stopping by again. Go check out Twisty when you can. And Twisty, you're streaming tomorrow night, aren't you?
I am indeed. Yeah, at 7 o'clock.
And my next stream is actually going to be next Monday, again with Franchise TV, and it's going to be the awesome Lola Stabby Bar. Oh, sorry, I mean Sunny Bar. But yeah, so yeah, let's go show some hype to Katie.
Fuck yeah, man. Thank you so much for having me, dude.
And yeah, peace out, guys.